Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Movie Night, the night where we talk about movies. I'm your host, Tmain. Hayhoe, and over here we have Uncanny.
Uncanny, not a can.
Not a can, and he is very uncanny. And it's Uncanny Fridays, which means tonight we are going over Nicolas Cage movies, the top 10, my top 10, Uncanny's top 10. It's going to be an epic night. Get ready, because it's movie night, baby.
It's movie night, baby, movie night, baby. Movie night, baby, movie night, baby. Movie night, baby, movie night, baby. Movie night, baby. Watch a movie and we talk about it. Then we talk about it on the show. About it on the show. Movie night. Movie night, baby. 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 Hey ho, and I guess what I do. Oh, movie night on YouTube. Hey ho, and I guess what I do. Movie night on YouTube, babe. Movie night, baby. 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 It's movie night, baby. It's movie night, baby. 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 Movie night, baby.
It's movie
Oh.
night, baby.
It's movie night, baby. Okay. By the way, guys, this is pre-recorded, so if we are not responding to the live questions, this is why. Last time we were pre-record, people were like, "You're not answering my questions or talking to me." That's because it was pre-recorded. And
That's true.
yeah.
I will say I do miss talking, chewing the fat with people live, but we'll get back to live next Friday, right?
Yes, we will. We'll get back to live, and maybe we can even come back to this episode. If anyone leaves any comments below, we can talk about that. So, yeah, maybe we can
Perfect.
address them. Yeah. Okay, cool. So tonight we got the top 10 of each of us of Nicolas Cage movies. The top 10 movies of Nicolas Cage. Now, okay, who shall do the honors? You want to go first? You want to do the honors?
Before we launch into the list, I thought it might be kind of fun to do two things. One, do a little bit of show and tell. And then two, talk a little bit about Nic Cage as an actor and the difficulties for both of us of making the list. So,
Sure.
first thing I like to show is I got this at Sacramento Comic-Con.
Oh, my
And
days.
it is a homemade by somebody that I bought it from at Comic-Con, and it's a bunch of Nic Cage heads from a bunch of different movies. And not only is it fascinating and funny, but also it is useful for baking and such. So
That is awesome. That is awesome. It is very useful.
I do have two more things that I wanted to shout out.
Okay, wait. No, hold on. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. We'll get to that in a second. Oh,
Okay.
That looks awesome.
All right, you go next.
I'll go next. Well, I guess I've already been showing it. This is the Mona Lisa. So this is also serves a purpose. It's a pillow, and it is awesome. It is also a pillow. So it's very soft, very warm, and it's nice. Your face can go next to Nic Cage's face when you sleep at night.
And that way, if you double besides being comfortable and being decor, right? if you get a little lonely, you can just look over at Nic Cage's face, and he's all excited to see you.
That's right. That's right. Okay. All right.
Beautiful
Cool.
stuff.
Okay.
All right,
All right. You go
merch.
next.
So I got the
Oh my days.
Aloha
at this.
Bitch
Oh
water
yes.
bottle. Beautiful stainless steel. Perfect for your water
Wow.
and maybe tequila if you're really needing to go that day.
Yes, you guys can
Beautiful.
get it right there in the QR code. Wow. And it looks
High
good. Is it
quality. And it's solid metal. So if you ever need to, beat a rideshare person up that's trying to kill you, you have a nice weapon ready to go.
There we go. Boom. Love it. Love it, guys. Grab it on that QR code below. Thank you. That is awesome. It took only a few days, maybe a week, 4 or 5 days.
The water bottle came in about 3 days. The other thing that
Oh,
I
wow.
got was the Aloha Bitch
Oh
coffee
my
mug.
goodness me.
Ride share. Sorry, my camera is trash built into my laptop, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Beautiful ceramic, nice and lovely. And this not
Wow.
only good for your morning, but also in case you need to take a ride share, you can stay awake and hydrated before you go, and then you won't fall asleep and be killed by a ride share person. So
There you go. There you go. Stay alert, stay awake with the ride share Aloha Bitch ride share mug.
Aloha,
Awesome.
bitch.
Aloha, bitch. Yeah, aloha, bitch. Well, thank you. I'm glad they turned out well.
Oh yeah. No, and I got this is kind of, I mean, it's not one of a kind, right? But you're a one of a kind studio. So, it's one of those, I hope someday that I see these Aloha Bitch water bottles everywhere and people casually drinking their Aloha Bitch coffee. But I will say for now, it makes me very special because, I'm early in the Hayhoe Studios game.
Yeah, you are. You even have it before me. I'm getting my samples soon, so you have it before I do. So that's awesome. So thank you, Mr. Uncanny, for the support. I appreciate that big time. Big time. Well, okay, so next up I have another item.
Ooh.
Another item.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, baby. Nicolas Cage.
Beautiful.
This came from my buddy Todd. Shout out to Todd. Todd is in Simp. He plays the brother in Simp. So yeah, this is also serves. This is a really soft pillow. Actually, I put a soft pillow in it. This is just the case. You can just get the case, I guess, on Amazon. But
Magnificent, beautiful, big pillow.
big beautiful pillow. Big beautiful pillow. Yes. So yeah, Nicolas Cage. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with this Nicolas Cage pillow. Okay. What else? Do you have one more?
Actually, that's about it. But I showed 3, so I'm good.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Okay, so I've got another one. Okay, I might have just shown you guys too much, but oh well. This amazing sequin pillow, right?
Ooh.
Amazing sequin, blue sequin pillow that,
Oh.
when revealed, it is a beautiful, beautiful close up of Nicolas Cage's face. I mean, look at that. I mean, is that not magic?
Oh yeah.
And also, it is featured in his movie Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. They have this pillow in that. It's about a super fan of Nicolas Cage, brings Nicolas Cage out to his island, and has a museum of Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage museum.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that is in the museum, which is amazing.
That picture is the one I saw a meme once because Nick Cage is such a meme that there's like a billion of these things, and it was all of the guys from Nickelback, but then they had that face superimposed on their heads, and it was Nick Cage back.
Wow. Wow. Okay, wow. That's pretty funny, Nick Cage.
You know who else did a not to only deviate a little bit, but you know who else did a movie like that that was really funny was it was um Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell did a movie where he plays Bruce Campbell as like a failed B actor, and he
Oh,
like
really?
he takes special gigs and like the movie shows him like drinking whiskey out of a dog bowl and like it's like
Jeez.
it's he basically like made like a funny pathetic version of his own life as a self-insert
Yeah.
movie, but then people hire him to go fight demons in this haunted house, and he thinks it's just a gig and he needs money. So then he goes there and he actually has to fight demons, which is like
Oh,
3 levels of meta, and it's just he plays it straight the whole time. And I'm just like, once you've reached the point where you're doing self-insert movies poking fun at yourself, you know you've made it.
you made it beyond. That's beyond making it. That is like, yeah, that is amazing. That is, yeah. Bruce Campbell is also seems like a really nice, down to earth type actor, and I think
And
Nicolas Cage is renowned for being down to earth, very nice.
and they both have something in common too. They're both very creative and they're both very good actors, but they also have been in like a billion movies.
Yeah,
And they've written and I don't know about Nick Cage. I don't know if he's written movies, but I know Bruce Campbell's written a bunch of stuff. But when I think about movie careers, right, like I really do kind of hold Bruce Campbell and Nick Cage up on these pillars of like, there's some actors that have been in a billion movies, like like my brain's not working right. Um, the guy that was in Fight Club, I
Brad
can't believe
Pitt,
I'm
Edward
Brad Pitt.
Norton,
Thank you.
Brad Pitt. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Brad Pitt's been in like a billion movies, but he's like a suit. He seems like he takes like a lot of these high value movies, and maybe it's just because I've only seen those. But Nick Cage is like he'll just do a movie, like, and he'll do it like this. Like on my list, I had every kind of movie, and maybe we move into like the difficulty making this list is I just went through Google to
yeah,
type in Nick Cage movies, and then I just kind of scrolled down the automated list that they draw from some website, right? Or a couple
right.
websites. And I'm reading through this list, and I have everything from like, and I'm not gonna. This isn't the ranking yet. This is just me writing down a list of movies. Everything from like Bangkok Dangerous, which is like a
Right.
gritty assassin movie in Thailand, right?
Yeah.
to to the Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is like a goofy kids movie, like to
You're
Mandy.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's.
So
I
like
know.
it's
It's a
crazy.
wide variety. Yeah. It's a huge gamut of, and that's what I like about him. That's why I think he's so great. Is that, uh, he's in so many different types of movies. And I think, and he's done the big budget blockbusters. He's done
Oh yeah.
the indie films, and he can do what he wants to do now, and that's what I like about him. I mean, that's why he is who he is, right?
And
And
he
he
seems
doesn't.
like he's having fun with it. Like I haven't watched I've watched a little bit here of like so my mom or my wife had it on the TV, and I watched like a little clip of like Renfield, right? Where he's the
Yeah,
vampire. He
yeah.
just seems like he's having fun at this point, right? Like he has
Oh
more money
yeah,
than he knows what to do with. He's been in I think he's credited in like 116 like films and or something crazy like that. And he's just like he seems like he just really likes acting. Like he just likes being a part of projects.
yes, absolutely. Have you seen the Nicolas Cage Venn diagram?
No.
Okay, you got to see it. So, so here it is. So okay,
That's
so
beautiful.
yeah, so it's works in bad movies, is a bad actor, works in good movies, is a good actor. We've got Adam Sandler, who's in, well, people say he's in bad movies and is a bad actor, works in good movies and is a bad actor. Keanu Reeves is a good actor, works in good movies. Leo DiCaprio works in bad movies, is a good actor, is Johnny Depp, and of course,
Yep.
in the center of it all is Nicolas Cage.
I love how that Venn diagram defies logical sense. But the second I see this, I'm like, yeah, I can understand. Nick Cage has been in all four of those quadrants at different times.
I know, and the thing is, like, sometimes, but the thing is, I've never seen him phone it in. I get why some people say he's a bad actor because he's over the top, maybe, and maybe
Yes.
they equate being too over the top as being bad, which I don't think that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, Jim Carrey is completely over the top, but he doesn't.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't make him a bad.
No, I don't think he's a bad actor. I think the joke is, so me and my friends, like, so probably about a third of the Nick Cage movies I watched was when I was a teenager. And me and my friends, we went through like a Nick Cage phase. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is like we have this kind of joke where it's like, all right, the main character is a guy who's like a special ops, super smart, like dude who goes around doing crazy shit. And you're like, oh, it's a Nick Cage movie. Right? Like half the movies, he's like, I was a Green Beret for 20 years, and then I also have my PhD in ancient history or code breaking. And then he just, I think that's the thing is just like, but you can't hold it against him because he really, like, every movie. Like, there's never a movie he's in where you're like, oh, he's bored and just kind of collecting a paycheck.
Right. Yeah, I've never seen him phone it in. Like Adam Sandler, I've seen him phone it in quite a bit. And
Absolutely.
absolutely, like the Jack and Jill movie, any
I would even
like
say like Grown Ups is like another one where
Grown
like
Ups.
he's
Yeah,
kind of
Grown Ups
bored.
2. Yeah, it seems like, okay, let me get my friends together, collect a paycheck, go travel. Yeah,
And
I
they
mean,
did
that's what.
collect a paycheck, I guess, but
Right, like the murder mystery one as well. I saw that one with Jennifer Aniston on Netflix, and he's phoning it in. It seems like
he
he's
plays the same character in a lot of movies, which is I'm like an old burnt out man who like
Mhm.
doesn't want to deal with life.
Right, or just the old, the burnt out everyman, or just the everyman
Yes.
type thing. Right. So anyway, but we're not here to talk about Adam Sandler. We're here to
No.
talk about Nicolas Cage, baby. So
The
we're also
man.
gonna yeah. So after we go through our lists, I do have a wonderful list as well of the box office of every single one of his movies.
Really?
All 97 that we could find. So 97,
Wow.
97 movies, dude. Can you imagine? 97.
I just want to say this, like in war, like if you're like a sniper, if you have
Mhm.
97 confirmed like kills, you're like a legend, right?
Yeah,
You're like in the
right.
top
Yeah.
10 of all snipers that have ever lived. So like for Nick Cage to have 97, like I was going through this list, bro, and just of the movies that Google popped up, right, on this automated list,
Yeah.
I only watched like a quarter of them. Like, and
Yeah.
I've seen 17 movies that I recall offhand that I've actually watched, some of them many times. And that was just nothing. It's like a step in the baby side of the pool, right? Like
Oh, yeah. That's not even in the kiddie pool. It's like you're
I'm like
just
dipped a toe in and I'm like,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah, yeah,
it's got a
yeah.
good
You're in the
feel.
shallow end of the kiddie pool, right? It's yeah, I would have to count the ones that I've seen, but
It's a
maybe
lot.
yeah, I've seen at least 30 some, I know, but I'd have
And
to count it, but
and here's the other funny thing, because I this list I made mostly myself. But I always discuss this when we make lists. I always kind of talk about it with my wife ahead of time.
mhm.
Um, and I had seen a bunch of Nick Cage movies that she's never seen, and she has seen a bunch of Nick Cage movies I've never seen.
Wow,
It's
interesting.
it's like how like in today with YouTube, people can be like, "Oh, have you seen this YouTube creator?" And they're like, "No,
I've
I
never
I,
heard of it. Yeah,
I
right. Oh,
spent
you don't know
200
him, but
years."
he's just like Bebop Shoebop, and like, oh, okay, I've never heard of like, oh, they've got 20 million subscribers. Like, sorry.
And Nick Cage is like that, where it's like you can watch a shit ton of Nick Cage movies, and somebody else could also have done that, and then both of you will just be talking past each other because he's done so many of them,
Right, exactly.
which is
So
impressive, man. That's not usual, I imagine, in the movie industry.
No, it's not. And also not every, because there's certain actors that they're already past it. They phone it in every single time. People like Steven Seagal, I could think of, or they're just in bad movies, and whenever they're in, you could tell they're obviously phoning it in. But
Oh yeah.
but Nick Cage selects. He still selects what he wants to do, whatever he finds to be interesting. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big budget blockbuster either, right? And that's what I like and respect about him. Okay, so let's talk about the criteria
Yes.
of our lists. Okay, so you want to go first, or with
Yes.
criteria?
So,
Okay.
all right. So I'll just say this. There's kind of a couple different things I ran across, but my overall criteria was how much do I enjoy this movie? Like, how good of a movie in general do I think it is? But there was a couple of snafus though as I was going through this. So there's a couple of movies that are they're really good movies. I enjoyed watching them. I haven't rewatched them yet, but like they maybe even deserve to be higher on my list in terms of quality of movie. And he does a great job in them. But he's not really the main character, and so I don't see a lot of Nick Cage. So like they made it on the list because they are really good movies and I enjoyed them, but I
Yeah.
put them lower than maybe their quality should suggest because this isn't just a movie list. This is a Nick Cage movie list, and if I'm gonna put it up really high, I need to see Nick in like every scene or every other scene.
Yeah,
Right?
totally. And I think of one movie off the top of my head why it's a very popular movie, but it did not make my list for that reason.
I think that you and I might be thinking about the same movie, although I don't know. It could be any number of these 97
yeah, it could be any number of those 97 movies. Okay, all right. So you want to go first? Let's start at number 10, right? Start at 10.
Yes, we're starting at number 10. My least favorite of my top 10 favorites.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 10.
But still top 10 out of the movie.
Oh yeah,
well,
all
out
of
of
these,
17.
and similar to our discussion about Christopher Nolan films, right? Is like all of the movies that made it, all of the movies except for maybe one on my list that I've seen with Nick Cage, I like.
Okay.
And all of the ones that made on this top 10 are absolutely great movies that I'll sing praises about, right? So
yeah,
that caveat out of the way, my number 10 was Longlegs. And
interesting.
I figured that you and I, that might have been the movie you're talking about because Nick Cage plays a great, spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen these movies,
well,
you might
it's
want
not
to
really a spoiler, but it's not really, well, I guess if you spoil the ending, but
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
you know
just
what's
in
so
general,
funny?
like,
I didn't even think about Longlegs, but that's okay because it didn't make my list. But I still love that movie, and I think it's one of his.
That movie is a great movie, and it would be higher on my list, except for that you really don't see Nick Cage all that much.
Right.
Like,
right.
And so he's in it, and he plays basically the main antagonist, right? Or I don't know. I guess unless you count like Satan,
He's
as
the
the
bad.
main
Yeah, he's the right.
antagonist.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I think he's probably, but he's the main representative of Satan in that movie, right? And so he does a great job. It's actually really funny. That's not one movie where he really doesn't play his usual type of character because he is in the background doing stuff. Like he's not on most of the scenes, but he plays such a good, like when you see him, the first thing I'm like, oh, that's Nick Cage.
Right.
And the next thing is like, oh, that guy is creepy as shit. And if I saw him, I call the cops.
Yes, it is haunting. His performance is haunting in that film. I saw it twice in theaters, and it terrifies the crap out of me. But I loved it though too, because and he's like, oh, there she is, the birthday girl.
Like, you're just like, I mean, even if he wasn't like a literal black magic Satanist, right? Like causing like all this terrible stuff,
which adds to the terror too. I think.
But even if he was just like a dude, if I saw him at the park, I would have to. I feel like I would need to go up to him and be like, brother, you need to leave. Like, you can't
Yeah.
just be like looking at these kids all creepy in the bush. Like, I'm sorry, but you gotta go, man. Like, and if you don't like
Yeah, I'd either
me
tell
being
him to
with
leave
you,
or I'd tell everyone else to leave, right?
yes,
Like, yeah,
exactly.
guys.
It's like no.
Excuse me. Yeah.
But he does a great job in that movie. That movie, the film quality, the story, the suspense, the mystery that plays in with the main character and her mother, like the mystery of what is going on with like these characters and these families, right? And it's
Yeah.
just and he is just kind of haunting it the whole time in the background. And at the
I
end, sorry.
yeah, I sorry. No, I have to just pull this up while we're talking about it. I have to pull
Okay.
this up while we're talking about it. But yeah, here we go. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, just so while we're talking about it, it's just clips of
Like
like, oh my gosh. It's creepy. Yeah, keep it. And the
it's
thing is,
just
they purposely like the director, who's the director's Anthony Perkins' son. Anthony
Mhm.
Perkins was famous from Psycho. He plays Norman Bates in Psycho, one of the most
Oh,
like
really?
movies
Oh, I
ever. Yeah.
love wait, when you say Psycho, you mean American Psycho?
No,
Oh,
Psycho.
different Psycho.
Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very different Psycho.
Yeah, very different. Anyway, just look at that. Oh my gosh. I wish the play button wouldn't be there, but oh well. Yeah, I mean it is so creepy. But the director said he wanted the person to look like they had really botched plastic surgery. And I think they
Well, he
accomplished that
succeeded.
goal. Yeah, they accomplished it pretty. I mean, oh my gosh. And you know what's so funny is he said that it was inspired by his mother. That role was inspired by his mom. Yeah, and he goes,
Really?
yeah. If you look at interviews from him, because I watched all the interviews with him about this movie, and he goes, he's like, it was Christmas Day, and I was thinking about this role, and it was 4 a.m, and then it just like this voice just kind of came to me, and I was just like, ooh, oh, you look like a little bird when you were born. Like, I guess his mom would say stuff like that. Like, you look like a little bird when you were born.
Oh,
Stuff. Yeah. So I
is
guess
he
his
the
mom,
creepiest mom alive? Or
yeah, I guess his mom struggled with mental illness. So that's really tough. He had a really
Ah.
brilliant father. His dad was the one who is brothers with Francis Ford Coppola. So
Oh,
that's
really?
yeah. So that's the relation there. But yeah, but I guess like that character, and he goes, and then he says that his dad in Renfield was inspired by his dad. So he's like, well, so my dad's Renfield and my mom's Longlegs. So I don't know what that says about me.
You know, there is kind of the joke, right? That like, and is it like creatives have like the most effed up like childhoods, right? It's
Hmm.
basically like the nightmare fuel that fuels their creativity.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm starting to get a picture that stereotype may be true for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. But I mean, I think that is well for a creative to be able to. He utilizes he talks about his instrument. It's like, it's my instrument. You know, acting is his instrument, and it's true. It's an instrument. You're playing it. You're playing it just like anything else. And yeah, he does well. Like, he really, that was once one thing that was pretty groundbreaking. Him in that role.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm kind of upset that it's not in there, but that it's not in my list. But for some reason, I didn't think of it. But that's fine. It's good. It's
It's when I start the reason why I went to the Google to the Google when I went to Google, right, to look up
I went to-
movies.
yeah.
Um and it's like because like he is in so many movies, but like my brain just didn't kind of jump into it, right? Like there's a few movies I always think about him in, but then I started looking them up and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That was a great movie." And this so, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. I had to use
Well,
AI assist.
I looked at the whole. I initially just I wanted it to be like, what are the first ones that come to my head when I think about my favorite ones? That's what I did first, and then I looked at IMDb at his whole laundry list of movies. But anyway, okay, not about my list. It's about your
All right.
list. So okay.
All right, next.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Number 9 is Ghost Rider.
Oh, nice. There you go.
And here's the thing about Ghost Rider. So that one is like it has a bunch of cool graphics and action scenes and stuff, right? Like
Mhm.
Ghost Rider is like I honestly before I'd seen that movie, I wasn't a big comic book guy. So Ghost Rider was like I didn't even know he was like a comic book character, right? Till after I saw the movie. But I appreciate it, and the reason is this is not only is it's a little bit earlier of a movie, right? That's probably
Yeah.
like late part of the beginning of his career, maybe like early part of the middle. And Ghost Rider came out. I can't remember the exact year, but it came out way before the Marvelization of mass superhero movies.
Right.
And so like Ghost Rider, Blade, like the original X-Men series, these had all popped into a Spider-Man with like Tobey Maguire, like all of these kind of superhero movies, they basically broke out into the mainstream on their own power, right? Like there wasn't an entire institution to be like, we're gonna set up a slate of superheroes we got from the comics. It was like Blade was badass, not because there was a whole Marvel to make Blade and hype it up. It's just Wesley Snipes was badass, and Blade was well written.
Yeah.
And Ghost Rider is the same thing as it's not. I don't think it's as well known as and loved as Blade, but it does have that thing of like Ghost Rider came out and it's just like it's Ghost Rider. Like Nic Cage is like a collector of souls for like the
Right.
basically the devil, right?
Yeah.
But somehow he's still a good guy throughout the movie.
Mhm.
And I just think it's interesting because he kind of like as a character he deals with his own demons, right? And then like it externalizes into the Ghost Rider. But I think it's cool. Like they had all the cool motorcycle stunts and like he played it up. He was like, I'm not gonna be some schmuck who becomes the Ghost Rider. He's like, I'm a badass motorcycle dude. And then I
Yeah.
somehow get the motorcycle from hell, right? Like,
right. Yeah. Well, and then him playing a stunt driver too. He was a stunt driver, right? So it made sense. He was a
yes,
motorcycle stunt rider, and then he wanted to save his dad, right? He wanted to save
Yep.
his dad, and his curse will become his power. Yeah, it's just and it's badass. It's badass seeing him his head turn into a skull with flames. I mean, that's just badass. That's just amazing.
and it still holds up too. Like some movies, like especially kind of early superhero movies, right? Some of them kind of fall by the wayside, but like
Right.
it still looks good. It's still entertaining. Like Nic Cage, he plays it up, right? Like he plays it straight as an arrow, like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Ghost Rider's number 9.
Okay.
All right. The next is actually a one from his a little bit, I think, earlier career is The Rock.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes.
Which is this
Dwayne
is where
Johnson we're talking about.
No.
Okay. So stupid.
No, I can't smell
So
what that
dumb.
rock is cooking.
Yeah.
So The Rock it's a little bit older, and the basic story is that it is the classic buddy kind of quirky buddy mission movie, but it has really interesting things of it that you don't see all the time. So
yeah.
It basically the short plot is Nic Cage is a chemical expert for I think it's the FBI. And he so like it introduces him in the lab, like working on basically chemical bombs, right? And there is, and so his life kind of gets disrupted. He gets handpicked by, I believe it's the president and the director, I think it's the FBI. And what happens is that so for anybody who's not a Californian, if you've ever heard of Alcatraz, Alcatraz it's not anymore, but it was a prison, a high security prison for like the worst criminals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but it wasn't just a prison. It was it's an island that exists in the San Francisco Bay. And because of the way that the bay works, is the water is ice cold because it's directly connected to the ocean.
Yeah.
And the currents are so strong and they don't go to shore. So like the whole thing of Alcatraz was like, listen, yeah, we're gonna have walls, yeah, we're gonna have guards, but the real thing is you're not going nowhere because it's either you stay here or you drown or freeze to death in the bay. Like that's and they could see civilization a couple miles away, right? So like
Right.
so this group of Marines, they capture basically like dirty bombs. They take over Alcatraz and they basically say like we are making the demand that the widows and children of like these Marines that were killed for useless political wars, right? And then forgotten about. Like there's this whole deep kind of relationship between like the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the president, the FBI, and then these Marine guys, right? And so they go rogue, and Nic Cage is brought in alongside another very famous actor, Sean Connery,
Sean Connery. Yes.
who is like this super spy turned prisoner
Yeah.
that then gets released to help Nic Cage basically sneak into Alcatraz and disarm these dirty bombs to save San Francisco.
Yeah.
Um, and but it's great because Nic Cage in this movie, his character does not have the same kind of gravitas as you see in a lot of other Nic Cage movies. So like he's a lab coat, right? He's not like an action star or something, right? But he like gets paired with Sean Connery in this bickering back and forth between like basically super spy and science nerd is
Mhm.
just a great thing. And I love that Nic Cage kind of brings this like thing where he convinces the lieutenant, I think it's the lieutenant, the officer of these Marines gone rogue, that what he's doing is not right. Right? That they think they're doing something right, but then he convinces them that no, like you're basically threatening to kill millions of innocent people, even if your cause might be right, right? What you're doing isn't. And then it turns in this whole civil war inside of Alcatraz between these different groups of Marines, and it's just such a good movie. It's one that you see kind of tropes that you saw in like the 80s and early 90s in some other movies, but the
Yeah.
combination is unique.
It's a classic action film. I mean, Ed Harris, not Ed Helms, Ed Harris.
Yeah,
Not Ed Helms, not Ed Helms. yeah.
The one of the Marines wake up after blacking out and is stuck on the
Yeah.
roof of Alcatraz.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Hangover, The Rock. Yeah, they're hung over and they wake up on Alcatraz.
Oh, and he's missing his two front teeth.
Hijinks happen.
So yeah, so that's
Okay,
that's
all right.
that's
What's
number
number
8.
Okay, number 7.
Number 7. Number 7 is Mandy.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
Mandy is I will not spoil the story because the story actually has some interesting, like a lot of the story is kind of built off of not quite knowing what's real and what's not real. So I won't go into the spoilers for this one, but
Yes.
it is it's a newer movie relative to Nic Cage's whole career. And
Yeah.
it is an intense movie. So like if you're a little squeamish on kind of like physical violence and like kind of like I would say maybe torture, it's a little rough because it's done quite realistically, at least until there's some parts in the movie that, like I said, you don't know it's real because most of the movie is very realistic until
Yeah.
it's not realistic.
True.
But it's not realistic in the sense of like, and then a purple dragon flies out of the mountains and saves the day.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. I wish it was like no.
It's
It was
a little
cool
rough.
with well, it's over the top, but it's very stylistic horror
Yes.
and maybe a little bit of cult things happening a little bit, or a little bit of yeah, if this thing will ever load. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
It is a classic. It has kind of a 70s, early 80s horror vibe throughout the whole movie. Like
Yeah.
you said, it's very
Yeah.
stylistic.
Yes.
It in parts feels like a fevered kind of like a acid trip, but like a bad
Yes.
one.
Right. Is
And
there a
but
good acid trip? Okay, anyway.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
you know where I went to college, so I
Oh,
guess the
okay.
answer yes. But yeah, so but at its heart, it's a like tragic kind of love slash revenge story. Um, so if you like kind of gritty horror movies with like kind of like a revenge part to it, definitely a good movie to watch for anybody who watches our video later. I won't spoil any more from that.
Fun fact, I guess the director, Panos Cosmatos, was a camera operator for the movie Tombstone.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess so. And
Talk about stylized.
wow.
That's a
Yeah.
classic movie right there.
I know. But yeah, so he directed Beyond the Black Rainbow. I want to see that. That's supposed to be creepy and weird too. But anyway, so I guess Nicolas Cage had watched his previous movie Beyond the Black Rainbow and liked his stuff, and then got into Mandy with it. But yeah, it's a very how do you ethereal type movie, or like
It is like you don't quite know. Like everything seems wrong. It seems like a really bad dream that you're stuck in the middle of the whole movie.
yes, that's a good way of putting it. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes,
But I will say
very good movie.
this.
But look
Nic
at this,
Cage-
dude. 4.7 stars, and out of
Wow.
2,994 reviews. That's pretty damn good for the DVD.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah, it is a good movie.
And Nic Cage does kick ass in it too. So
Yes, he does, and he has a chainsaw. We'll leave it at that. He has a chainsaw.
that's how you know he means business.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So number 6, speaking of Nic Cage kicking ass, is Kick Ass.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay.
So this movie is kind of in the same boat in some ways as like Longlegs, which is
Yes.
Kick Ass is it's a fun movie. And Nic Cage is in it more than he is in Longlegs, but he plays kind of a different role, and he's not the main character.
Yes.
So it's like it's a good movie. It has, once again, very stylized, right? It's like the anti-hero comic book theme. It has a great cast. Like everyone does good in that movie, and it also has McLovin from Superbad.
It does have McLovin from Superbad.
And he
yeah,
plays a
plays kind of a
huge-
jerk. Kind of a jerk.
He does,
Yeah.
but he's still like a dork. Like he
right.
thinks he's super cool, but it's like taking McLovin and then making him like rich and also like beat people up.
Yes. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Like, because he can't escape the McLovin. He's still kind of got the lispy voice, and it's kind of unfortunate for him. But
And he looks like he's like 16, even though I'm pretty sure he's in his mid-20s in that movie.
oh, probably 30s, early 30s. Yeah. Yeah.
He is
mid to late
he is the
20s.
Michael Cera syndrome, where like once again Superbad, right? It's like
Yep.
Michael Cera. He looked like he was like 15 until very recently, and he still
Yeah.
basically looks.
He still looks like he's 25, but I think he's 38, 39. Yeah. So I know. But hey, that's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing.
True. It's better than looking like you're 45 at 15. So
That's true. Yeah, exactly. That's very true.
you remember the son in The Ring, like her young son,
Oh yeah.
the one
Yes.
that he calls his mom, the main character Rachel. Um, that kid, me and my wife joke around every time we watch that movie that he looks and acts like he's 40, but he's like stuck in like an
Like a
8-year-old
7-year-old
body.
boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's like wearing a suit for part of it, and like he's like, Rachel, like you can't do that. And
Rachel.
it's like,
Yeah, yeah, you can't do that. Oh, that's what they said before. Yeah, the people.
you helped her.
Dude, you know what movie ruined The Ring for me because it's
Mm,
so funny is Scary Movie 3. The kid in Scary
mm.
Movie 3 when they spoof the kid in The Ring and he's like, "Oh, you just soiled yourself." Like, "What?" And then you're like and then and then he's like, "Oh, you just stepped in dog poop, or you're going to step in dog poop." Like, "Oh, like I don't know. It's just really funny. Have you seen Scary Movie 3?
I have not.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
gosh, you got to see it. You would love it for that reason
Well,
because
what
they make fun of that.
are you gonna ruin the ring for me?
Well, it won't ruin. I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, you're already talking about the kid. It's hilarious. It's
Yeah.
so funny. When they make fun of the kid.
I'm gonna maybe this Spooktober, me and my wife will do we every year we try and binge one series. So like one year we binged all the Resident Evil movies. Another
Yeah,
year we binged Final Destination. Like so maybe we'll binge Scary Movie.
there you go. Well, you don't have to binge them all. I mean, the third one is pretty funny. I think and it was the first PG-13 movie, which you think that them dialing it down and make it less funny, but it's all Zucker brothers. Airplane, Rat Race, those guys made the
Really?
third Scary Movie. Yeah, yeah.
I did
And
not
then
know
they
that.
make fun of Signs. They make fun of all those movies from that era. So
Listen,
it's
I don't know how much you have to make fun of
they,
Signs because
they
that
make fun of
movie's
Eight
kind of
Mile.
goofy.
They make fun of 8 Mile as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun, dude. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Anyway,
Okay. Anyway,
um,
all right. So yeah, that's Kick Ass. Good movie. Nick, it need a little bit. It's on the edge of almost not being a Nick Cage movie because there's not quite enough of him in it, but there is enough, and he's good, and like he does have like like a plot, right? That kind of
I'm
and
sorry. What
so
movie were we talking about again?
Kick Ass.
Oh yeah, Kick-Ass. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So I'll move on. So now we're on number 5.
Okay.
Number 5 is I actually would place number 5 a little bit higher if it was a little bit shorter. Because it's kind of a long, it feels like a very long movie, but it is good. It's Face Off.
Off. Yes. 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 Yes.
you can't say it without doing the off.
Yeah. Face off. I want his face off.
And it's so funny because in that movie, people just keep like touching each other's faces, and it's like it's so heavy-handed, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
name of the movie, Face Off, right? But like it's kind of funny, like, and I will say this too is like Nick Cage has this kind of almost like bipolar nature to a lot of his roles, where like some movies he's super toned down. In other movies, he acts like an insane man, right?
Yeah.
Like Face Off, him as Castor Troy is like insanity.
Oh,
Like
it's great. It's so awesome. Yeah.
it's like the director said, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to pound down 10 shots of espresso and just go wild with it." And he did, and it's great. I love it.
Well, what's funny is they asked him to do. They're like, "Well, are you gonna reprise your role for Castor Troy in the second one?" He's like, "Well, I was barely Castor Troy in the first one."
It's true.
And he makes a good point. Yeah, he makes a good point. He wasn't even Castor Troy because he was in the first probably 30 minutes, maybe 20,
Yep.
30 minutes. And
Yep.
then he becomes Sean
Then
Archer.
they do the face off.
Face off. I want his
But
face.
you get it? They
Off.
face off. And
You're
then
right.
he gets his face off, and he gets his face off.
Well,
And then
it's
they
so
face
funny.
off at the end.
And then their bodies changed too somehow, but we won't talk
Yes.
about that, right? It's
Even
like
though
if it was
John
just the face,
Travolta and him have
if-
completely different body types.
yeah, if it was just their face but not their hair in the same body, it would be so weird like that. It would
It's
look, yeah. You'd
strange.
have to suspend a lot of disbelief in this one.
That entire movie is bonkers. Like everything from the beginning with like Castor Troy and his brother and like the whole like the engine, like the jet engine thing, like the wind tunnel, right? Like, and then
Mhm.
the surgery and like so I heard from one of my friends, because we went through a big face-off phase when we were teenagers. Like we watched that movie
wow.
like 5 times.
Phase
'Cause
off.
it's pretty good. So I guess that Face Off was reworked quite a bit, and it was supposed to be more sci-fi than it actually was. It turned into more of an action movie because the prison was not supposed to be underwater. The prison was originally supposed to be a moon prison.
Really?
That's
A
what
moon
one of
prison?
I have to. You know what? I'm gonna look it up just to make sure. But that's what one of
Wow,
my friends.
I haven't heard of that one before in my life, but I don't doubt it necessarily. So that was directed by John Woo, who also directed Broken Arrow, The Killers, Mission Impossible 2. A lot of people crap on Mission Impossible 2, but I still have a lot of fun with Mission Impossible 2. I like that movie a lot. He made Wind Talkers, another Nicolas Cage movie. Nicolas Cage and Matthew McConaughey movie, Wind Talkers. He also made the movie Paycheck, starring Ben Affleck and Uma Thurman. And he more notably made a movie called The Killer, which I did not see that. And then he also made Silent Night, starring Elijah Wood. Did you find that info?
No, I'll have to look it up later.
Well, we'll get back to you guys on that.
Yes,
you guys are wondering.
Well, we'll get to see if this. I'll fact check myself and see if it's fake news. But
okay.
Cool.
Cool.
But anyway, it is a great movie. It is a tad long. I don't know what the actual runtime is, but it feels like a 3-hour movie, even if it's not.
I guess it's 2 hours and 13 minutes. I just looked it up.
Okay,
That's not too bad.
Feels
2 hours and
it's
19
not
minutes.
too bad.
Yeah,
it's not too bad, but
almost 2.5 hours though. That is a pretty decently long movie.
Well, yes, and there's a part in the middle where John Travolta, right, like he escapes the underwater prison and he finds Castor Troy's gang, right? And he's like seeing the human side of Castor Troy and his band of miscreants. And like I get what they're trying to do, right? Which is like instead of walking a mile in another man's shoes, he's walking a mile in his face. But there is a point where I'm just like, all right, listen, I don't really care about anything going on right now or any of these people. I want to see crazy shit happen. And
yes,
once they get past that, crazy shit does happen because there's like a whole chase sequence, like fight and chase sequence between the two of them at the end that lasts like 10 minutes. It's insanity. They go from copters to driving to boat chase.
The boat, I was gonna say the boat is crazy.
There's explosions everywhere. Like it is.
Yeah.
It is like it makes the Expendables like it's like the Expendables wrapped into 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Sorry, excuse me.
So it's a good movie. Definitely good. Like I said, if it was just a little bit shorter, it probably would have placed a little higher. But we'll move on.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 is going to be National Treasure. Number 1.
Okay, see, I knew this would be on your list. This is the core differences between your list and my list, because my list does not have this movie on it. I'm just gonna say. Okay. Anyway.
All right. So, and here's why. As you know, not only am I a history nerd, but I also am a red-blooded American, and the
Yes.
idea, and I don't believe in a lot of conspiracy theories unless there's like a commiserate amount of evidence or something very shady that doesn't really add up with logic, right?
Mhm.
So, but the idea that we're gonna go on an adventure to go explore all these cool landmarks and talk about American history while also stealing the Declaration of Independence to find the mystery on it is fascinating. Like it is I mean like I don't know, it's just like it's got good action, there's some spy stuff, there's like it's basically like a history documentary infused with an action movie infused with a heist movie,
Yeah.
which is crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
how do you even do all those things in one? And they do it with like, funny quips and like personal development with like the dude's mom or dad, right? Like, and I appreciate there's this whole subplot of like his dad, like Nick Cage is a true believer. He believes the conspiracy. And his
Right.
dad is basically an apostate. Like he was raised with it and he gave up on it
Yeah.
because he was like his dreams were dashed. And so like the fact that like they have basically a family like instead of it being like, oh, our family is Catholic, it's
Mhm.
like our family is treasure hunters.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And like the dad is like, I don't believe in God, except for instead of that, it's like, I don't believe in hidden treasure on the Constitution. Like, I don't know. It's just so it's funny, it's action packed, it's got history stuff, it's got cool America stuff. Like it's not the sexiest of movies in the sense of like it's not my top three, right? But it's a pretty square movie.
Wait, is this number 4 or number 3? Number 4?
This one is number 4. I said
Okay,
it's
number.
not in the top
Oh, it's
3.
not in the top 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why this isn't higher or even on my list at all, I think it's because the side characters really just bugged me. I think that the sidekick guy who played a better character when he was in The Hangover, which we talked about earlier, but the
Yeah.
sidekick guy who tried to be the
He
smart
was in
aleck,
The Hangover,
what?
wasn't he?
Yeah. So he was kind of a generic side character, and the it was a little bit too generic for me. It wasn't. He was. It seemed like Cage is a bit more subdued as well. Yeah, there's fun, there's adventure, but I mean, I'm, it's hard to compete with something like Indiana Jones if you're looking at adventure, treasure hunting
Yes.
movies, right? Like
Well, I would absolutely put Indiana Jones above National Treasure. If we're talking about like,
good. I would hope so. I would hope anyone would, but yeah, I guess that's why to me it was a little bit, or maybe maybe it's a little bit too mainstream, right, for me to put it on there. But no, but I mean, look, I could see why it's a lot of people's favorite Nick Cage movie, but it's not. It's not. It's not even my top 20 or 30.
okay.
Probably. Okay.
All
Maybe
right.
not
So
even
I want to
40.
do a mid I want to take a slight break from the list to ask so far. I still have it to
Okay.
my top 3.
Yeah.
So far, do we share any commonalities?
Oh yeah. There's a handful already.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that you and I are going to share at least at least one, if not maybe a couple more. So in my top 3.
Okay. All right. Top 3.
You may hate my number 1. I'm just going to tell you this right now, but
Well,
we'll get
don't
to it.
tell me yet. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'm just
We'll
letting
get to
you. I'm letting you get prepared emotionally.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So number 3. This is my top 3. Nick Cage. Number 3 is the movie Next.
Uncanny. Okay.
I love
Next.
that movie.
Okay.
Have you've seen
I've
Next,
seen it.
right?
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's definitely fun. I like it. I mean, there isn't one that I don't like. I loved his haircut in this movie.
His haircut.
That's the thing I like the most of this movie because look at this.
It's-
Look at this haircut. Look at this hair. Come on, show. It's supposed to show. Oh. Okay. Oh, now it goes on. Now it started to play. Damn it. No. Here we go. Share this tab. Okay. See this haircut right here. This haircut. I love
He
this
does
haircut.
look like a greasy dude working in Vegas.
And he's got like the hairline's back a little bit far, and then it's really long, and it's I love
It's
it.
great.
I mean, Jessica Biel is fine as all heck. I mean,
Yes.
she's definitely a reason to watch that. But it is a fun movie. It is definitely fun. I would put this. This didn't make my list either, but it would be way higher than National Treasure. I think because it's so out there.
It
You know?
is. So I'm gonna quickly run through it. So, and spoilers, I won't spoil too much because there is one hell of a M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end. But the basic thing is it, and part of the reason I love this movie is because it's like, okay, so like I'm a big reader, right? And
Mhm.
I love fantasy movies,
Mhm.
and in fantasy movies, in this extent, so like I would even say like genius cartoons like Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? Is like you have a magic system, and there's two ways to go about magic, right? One is that magic is mysterious and there's not really rules, right? So
Mhm.
that's kind of Lord of the Rings, right? It's like it's not like we know how Saruman does his magic. There's no like list of spells or like limitations on Gandalf. It's kind of more plot oriented, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
soft magic system. Then there's a hard magic system, which is it is defined, it has limitations, it has things that you can do and can't do, and it's well understood, right? And so that would be like Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? Is like I can throw a rock or I can shoot some water or I can blast some fire, right? And there are rules. And the interesting thing with hard magic systems is understanding the rules and then the author being creative about how they use them, right?
Mm.
Because you know the limitations. It's not just going to randomly happen. It has to be done intelligently.
So like unlike how the new Star Wars just kind of retconned a lot of the rules of the Force and started to
Yes.
make up their own crap. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
so next is a hard magic system. Nick
Yeah.
Cage, Nick Cage, he is a seedy magician in Las Vegas. That is his character. And he is like perfect. He does it. His whole character's plot line, and he plays it so well. Is like he is basically like he had a love that's now lost, and maybe it's a new love that he finds. But anyway, point being is like he's like this washed up guy, and then he gets hunted down by the government. I don't even know it's just the government, right? Like they're not specific.
Yeah.
So he gets
Right.
hunted down by like black Escalades, right? And like, so they get him, and basically his power is he can see in the future,
Yes.
but he can only see 2 minutes into the future, right? Which is like literally just enough to make a maybe like a split second major decision or like see a potential error you could make. It's not enough to like reorient your whole life, right? Because it's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's the premise of this, right? So like he basically, and the government basically says there are terrorists and we don't really know much about them, but they're terrorists and they're gonna throw a nuke at, I think it's the Bay Area, right?
Mhm.
Or New York, or I don't know, some coastal city. So they get him because they're like, we need you to jump into action 2 minutes before it explodes and stop it, right? So like there's this whole like intrigue, mystery of like where are the terrorists and like how are they gonna do this? Because he only has 2
The 2
minutes.
minutes. I know. And that's the thing. Is, yeah, I got you. Dude. Like if it was 2 hours, like it would like the total. I think that's where it lost me. Like 2 minutes? Like there's only so much you could do.
But
Two
but
minutes.
but I will say this, that limitation, because if he could see far into the future, too far, it makes the plot boring because then you're
That's
just like,
true.
okay, well, Nick Cage is just an author in his own self-insert fan fiction life, right? Like that's he's like, I can see 10 years in the future. It's like, well, okay, Nick Cage is gonna make everything happen the way he wants to, right?
Right.
And
Yeah, that wouldn't work. Yeah. Yeah.
and and there is so I'm gonna give a slight spoiler. So a couple of spoilers. One is a scene and one is a character. So there's this one woman that he sees, and it's what's her name? The main
Jessica
love
Biel?
interest, right? Jessica
Jessica Biel.
Biel. And he meets her in the course of the movie, and he's able to look further into the future if it's having to do with her, right? So like in the movie,
That's right.
he's like, I can see more than 2 minutes, right? Like it's like a big thing, right? Because you're like, well, that's the rules, except for with her, which means there's enough of a limitation to where it's still interesting. But uh so there's this scene where he's in the compound of the terrorists, and the way they did this is fascinating, right? Because so what he does is he looks into the future like dozens of times to see where all these terrorists are. And then he basically is able to kick their asses because he basically like just hardcore jumps into that 2 minutes, right? It's like every time that he goes up and then he gets shot by a terrorist, he's like, all right, well now I know not to go that way.
Right. Right.
Which is an interesting, the way they did it visually in the movie was actually really cool, at least I thought.
Yeah.
And 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 so like I love that scene, and it really shows just how versatile the 2 minutes, it seems like nothing, right? Like it how versatile it is a magical basically power. And I am gonna do a spoiler alert. So if you want to watch it, I definitely would go watch it if it sounds interesting. Don't listen for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I love that at the end, the nuke explodes, and he's like, "We didn't have the right place," and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like this whole movie has basically been he lost, and then it turns out that his connection to Jessica Biel is so deep, whether it be from love or from destiny or whatever, right? That he, because she's part of that future, 'cause she gets kidnapped by the terrorists, right? That he can see days into her future, that he basically was able to see that that was the wrong place to go, which is like was a big like like
Oh,
it
right.
didn't it's but because they established that he can see further into the future directly because of her, it's
Mhm.
not like a, oh, it was all a dream. It's like,
Right.
well,
Didn't come
no,
out
like
of nowhere. Yeah. Right.
yeah, so I love the M. Night Shyamalan twist. I love the magic system. Like I love how they use it in the movie, and it's just silly enough to where like you can kind of have some laughs about the absurdity, but it's also cool enough to where you can enjoy it as like a action mystery adventure movie. So
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm a
Fair
big
enough.
fan of Next, in
Big
case
fan
you
of
couldn't
Next.
tell.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Number two, and I will say this, number two and number one were very close, but
Okay.
so
Okay.
keep that in mind. Number two is Con Air.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Con Air is a great movie.
Yes, it
Um,
is a great movie.
Nick Cage is not so subdued that he seems like he's like low key on, like Xanax or something, but he is like he keeps himself reserved because that is what the plot dictates, right? Is like he just wants to get home to his family because
Give me the bunny. Just give me the bunny.
because the judge, so okay, so he gets into this fight. He's like a green beret or some sort of special ops, right?
Yeah.
So he goes back home to his girlfriend or wife, and she's pregnant, right, from the last time that before he went on, when he was on leave. And or maybe he gets her pregnant then, I don't know. But they go out to this bar, right? And they're just hanging out. These dudes start hitting on his woman. And
Mm-hmm.
so he goes and defends her both physically and her honor, right? And
Yes.
then they pick a fight with him, and he ends up smack-a-lacking this guy so hard that he dies.
Yes.
And the judge in his sentencing is like, or the judge in his case is like, because you're a Green Beret, your hands are technically deadly weapons. So, which which is like
Which
a
is true. Which is true.
so they throw him in prison because for homicide with a deadly weapon,
Yeah.
which is his
Yeah.
hands.
Which are his hands. Yeah.
So then he's basically in prison, and that sets up the rest of the movie. So the rest of the movie, right, is that he is like literally, I think that he's about to get out on parole, like the
Yeah.
day that the plot happens.
He's going
right?
home to get out. Yeah.
And to see his daughter that he basically has had no relationship with because he's been in prison, right?
Right.
So he is not a bad guy. He isn't. And he doesn't turn into a bad guy, right? Prison doesn't corrupt him. He stays like this very honorable guy that, he's a warrior, probably a better warrior than most people ever would be, right? Because he's special
Mhm.
ops. But he is an honorable guy, and he doesn't like want to kill people, even the bad guys, like even the other prisoners that are bad guys.
Yeah.
So so basically the plot is that these other prisoners make a deal with a cartel to get so they will help this guy who's in prison in the cartel, the Mexican cartel. They'll help
Mhm.
him get out, and they get their freedom. That's kind of the quid pro quo with the mafia, right? The Mexican mafia.
Yeah.
So they end up killing. They get on a transport. They're going to be some of them are going to be paroled, like Nic Cage is, but some of
Mhm.
them are being transported to like a bigger prison, right? A more secure prison.
Yeah.
They end up killing the guards, stealing their uniforms, and then basically faking their way onto a plane, like a transport plane.
Yeah.
Then they fly, and hence the name Con Air, which they say in the movie, by the way, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's true. Well, and it
So
is. Yeah, I love it.
and so basically the whole movie is from that point is that Nic Cage and his buddy, because he has a friend that I think was also getting out, or I don't know, remember exactly how he got in that, but and they're both pretty chill, right? And they just basically like they don't want to kill anybody, like prison guards. They don't even want to kill the prisoners that took over the plane, right? He just wants to get home to see his girl, right? His little girl. So, but that movie is great because all of the actors are great. Like the
Mhm.
the guy, the bald guy who plays the main guy in charge. I forgot that actor's name.
Cyrus
He
the
played.
Virus.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, it's Cyrus. It's Cyrus the
Yep.
Virus.
John
John
Malkovich.
Malkovich. Yeah, being John
And
Malkovich.
he, by the way, was in he is in this series that I watched about Napoleon Bonaparte. And he plays a diplomat there, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
Anyway, so but he's great as a villain, right? He's just eccentric enough to be entertaining, but not like crazy.
Yeah.
Um, everybody in that movie makes decisions and acts in ways that is like smart, right?
Mhm.
Like the con people are desperately trying to basically get to like the Caribbean or Mexico or something, right?
Yeah.
They don't do stuff that's stupid. Like there's no like comic villain who's like, and now I'm going to give a 5-minute monologue so that everyone can sneak around me. And no, and like
Right.
Nic Cage isn't like, and I'm going to fearlessly like go and have a duel with the main villain. No, Nic Cage is like, okay, well, I'm going to sabotage them subtly so that they don't kill me, right? Because they
Yeah.
can. Um, and and I like how like they have the callback with what's his name, Steve Buscemi, because Steve Buscemi is also in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's great.
he plays like
He's
Hannibal Lecter.
a serial killer. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he literally like they dress him up like strapped up like Hannibal Lecter, and that's kind of like everyone's like he's like this crazy. Like even the other convicts are like afraid of him, right? Um, and it's just the acting is good, the plot line's good. There's a bunch of action, but it's not like dumb action. Um, except for maybe the Las Vegas Strip scene with the plane landing. There's a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
silly,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
but it's a great movie. Nic Cage does a great job, plays it straight. So yeah, that's number 2.
Okay. All right. Number 2. Okay. So then Uncanny's number 1 movie of all time for Nicolas Cage that he's seen
All right.
is.
Honeymoon in Vegas.
Oh, wow. A very interesting choice.
So
You know, I've never seen it.
I think that you should watch it, and I'm actually ashamed that I didn't put this in our rom-com list because it
Oh.
fits in, and it would have been near the top of my list as well for rom-coms. So I would definitely, I won't spoil too much, but I definitely would advise that you watch this when you get
Oh, it
an
has Sarah
opportunity.
Jessica Parker in it. That's probably why I haven't seen it. I forgot. Yeah.
She is not annoying like in Sex and the City in this one.
Okay.
She
Okay.
plays like a so her character is like she is a like kindergarten teacher or something.
Okay.
So I I get it, like trust me, I am no fan of Sex and the City. But she's not like a catty New Yorker or something in this movie. So
Okay. Okay.
all right, so and there's another guy, I forgot his name.
Wow. Honeymoon in Vegas. Interesting.
It's an older one, but it's really
I
good.
haven't even thought of a movie in a long time.
James Caan is in it. He's the main antagonist.
James
Caan.
Caan. Yeah, it's James Caan. Yeah. James
He's
Caan.
also uncanny.
He's
Oh,
uncanny.
Also, funny enough, Bruno Mars is in it as the little Elvis impersonator. That's funny. I did not know that.
No way. That's
He is.
crazy. I
It
didn't know that either.
That's
Wow,
pretty
very
nuts. Anyway, so okay, this movie is great because so the basic premise is this.
There's a honeymoon in Vegas. That I can kind of guess the
done.
premise of the movie.
So the basic premise is this: is that Nic Cage's mom is sick in the opening scene, and
Okay.
she is talking about basically. It's been a little bit since I watched it, probably about 2 years. But I used to watch this as a kid a lot, so like with my parents. So this not only that, there's like some nostalgia to it too.
Okay.
But Nic Cage's mom is basically makes Nic Cage swear on her deathbed that he will never get married.
Oh wow. Oh geez, that's
And-
terrible.
And his mom like starts dying, right? And like in front of him, and he's like, "I swear, mom," right? And so like the whole movie is based off of the Nic Cage has this like super dysfunctional relationship with his dead mom, which is keeping him from ever getting married. And so
Jeez.
he's basically in like a long-term engagement dating with Sarah Jessica Parker. And she like
Sounds like a
you know,
nightmare.
she
Sounds like a horror movie.
basically she does what most women do at some point when you've dated long enough and goes, listen, either you marry me or I'm gone, right? Like
Right.
fair enough.
Right. Yeah.
A tale as old as time.
Right.
And so he basically says, oh, and Nic Cage is also a private investigator. That's his career.
Oh, that's cool.
So he does not only did he promise his mom on her deathbed that he wasn't going to get married, and he has a fear of like commitment, but he also like his living is catching people like cheating and stuff, right? And so he finally says they'll get engaged, so they go to Vegas. And there's a little bit of spoiler because it's a setup for the movie, right? Is he goes and his Sarah Jessica Parker is spotted by James Caan. And James Caan is like a millionaire. Like he basically reserves the top suite at like it's the Bellagio or something, right?
Gotcha.
He sees her and he sets up this poker game with Nic Cage. And he's that's it. He's rich because he is a professional poker player. Like that is his game.
That's what he
right?
does. Okay.
So
Yeah.
he sets up this poker game, this fake poker game, and invites Nic Cage to it. He gets Nic Cage.
No spoilers though. No spoilers.
Okay.
No more spoilers. No more spoilers.
So stuff happens, and basically Nic Cage has to fight Khan for
her love. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's but it's beautiful. It's a great movie because like there's just enough romance to like be in an interesting kind of love story, right? There's like love triangle situation, but it's really funny. And Nic Cage plays it like the straight man to this in like how like in comedy there's the straight man and then there's like the goofy person.
Yeah, of course.
Nic Cage plays the straight man, and the goofy person is basically this entire situation.
Is James Caan? Oh wow, that's crazy.
So like, there's all kinds of stuff happens, and like it's like absurd, and like, but Nic Cage does a great job with it. It's really funny. It's heartwarming, and the actors all do a great job. I definitely would recommend you watch it. And it's a movie that has some pretty decent rewatch value. So yeah.
Okay, I will check it out. Fun fact about that director, he also made another movie called It Could Happen to You, starring Nic Cage. Have you heard of this one?
I have not.
It's about Nicolas Cage plays a police officer who plays the lotto, and him and this other Bridget Fonda, this waitress, basically pick the numbers together, and he says, hey, if we win, I'm going to split the money with you. And he wins. Like, that's not a spoiler. They win, and he splits the money with them. So it's kind of about that. But winning the lottery isn't always what it's all cracked up to be. So that's interesting.
That's a true life story. Winning the lotto actually ruins a lot of people's lives.
It does, yeah. So yeah, New York policeman tips a waitress $2 million. So, yeah, it could happen to you. It could happen to you. Uncanny. Okay,
I hope I win the lotto.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Or get tips.
I'll give you a few bucks, maybe like 10.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, hey, okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, a quick like and subscribe break. I'm gonna get some more water and maybe let my cat in, and we will be right back, guys. Hang tight. We'll be right back for my top 10 Nicolas Cage movies.
Let's do it.
Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but don't think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but don't think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but don't think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but don't think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but don't think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but no think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but no think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Movie night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe. It's movie night. Hayhoe Studios, feel it right. I cook that but no think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Watch more.
All right, guys, say hello to the Hayhoe Studios cat Scott. Moo Moo. Moo Moo is here. Hi, Moo Moo. Say hi.
Hi, Moo Moo.
Hey, Moo Moo.
You're making me want to go get my cat too.
Oh yeah, we could have a cat off. Cats off. Cats.
that was pretty good.
It was.
All right, I can't see her, so maybe I'll get her if she wanders in later.
Okay. Well, anyway, okay. All right, guys. So we just heard Uncanny's list, and that was a good list. A very good list. Very good list. Now, I might have a bit of a more diverse list, not to humble brag, but I've probably seen 2 to 3 times as many Nic Cage movies. So I have a feeling if you've seen the more Nic Cage movies you see, the more your list might have been a little bit different. But,
Okay.
But yeah, so of course I have to just give a quick honorable mention. Now they didn't make the list, but they are very honorable mentions. I'm just gonna quickly say them. Gone in 60 Seconds, The Frozen Ground with him and John Cusack, very good murder thriller. Renfield, that's a fun watch to watch. Moonstruck, him and Cher. He's like, I lost my bride, I lost my hand. Fantastic movie. Peggy Sue Got Married, and he talks like this the whole time, and it's really bizarre. He's like in the 50s, and he's like saying, "Hey, gee, Peggy Sue, I'm not sure how we could do that." And
He was young in that one, wasn't he? He looks young.
It was one of his first movies. Yeah. And then of course The Rock. So The Rock didn't make it. Now that was the movie that I was talking about earlier. That it would have made the list had he been in it more. That's another very long movie, but he wasn't really in it a whole lot.
He had to share the screen with Sean Connery, and Sean Connery he loves the screen.
Yeah, and the screen loves him. And then
Yes.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Well, we talked about that a little bit earlier, where a super wealthy fan brings Nic Cage out to an island and hijinks. And it's him and Pedro Pascal, who I'm not a big Pedro Pascal fan. He just always kind of bugs me. But he plays a good job.
Why not, man? Every single movie and TV show has Pedro Pascal.
I know, and I don't know why. I don't think he's that great of an actor, and I think that's probably why he doesn't make that list. Because I think if he had someone else, probably a better co-host, maybe a Vince Vaughn or someone that could compliment him a little bit better, would have made it. And then Longlegs, you reminded me of that, so that's honorable mention. So we'll go to my number 10. Number 10. It made your list too. It's Ghost Rider.
Nice.
So Ghost Rider was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that movie, and are you there, Uncanny? Okay. Make sure
I'm
you're here.
I'm writing down your list also.
I'll send you the list afterwards. Don't worry about it. I'll send you the list.
Okay.
But yeah, I have it all typed up.
So when was the last? So did you watch Ghost Rider when it first came out, and then how recently have you watched it?
I actually watched it recently. That's why it's made my list, because I appreciated it more of how good it is. And I'm not a big comic book movie fan at all. I knew it came out. When it came out, I don't think I saw it right away, but I saw it when it came out on DVD. And I liked it. Eva Mendes, it's good.
I think that the fact that it's pre-Marvel is probably why you love it so much compared to every other
I
superhero
don't
movie.
even consider it a Marvel movie. Is it a Marvel movie?
No,
Or a
no.
Marvel?
I'm saying it's because it's not Marvel is probably why you like it so much.
It has nothing to do with Marvel. Why I like the movie, and I didn't even know because not all comic movies are Marvel. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it had nothing to do with Marvel, but yeah, I like the whole stunt man aspect. I like the deal with the devil, but he's still a good guy, right? You know, normally the deal with the devil is like, you know, it's a bad thing, right? Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, number 9, which didn't make your list, but I'm not sure if you've seen it, and if you haven't seen it, you must see it. You've probably seen the memes of it, and it is The Wicker Man.
I have not seen The Wicker Man, but my wife has been bugging me to watch it, so it's on
The
the
Wicker
list.
The Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage is one of the most entertaining movies ever. There's a scene, well, it's not really there's just one scene, not really spoiling it, but he goes over he goes really over the top. He basically goes to an island, goes to investigate an island where there's a cult happening and he invades a cult. And there's a scene where there's bees attacking his eyes, and he's like, the bees, my eyes, the bees, my eyes." And it's just, dude, it's amazing. That's only I'm gonna give you. There's a ton. It has Rotten Tomatoes 15%, IMDb 3.8 out of 10,
Really?
Metacritic, yeah. But it is, and as far as entertainment wise, it is 10 out of 10. It is. You laugh so much with this movie, and it's it's a reclusive lawman. So he's always reclusive. A reclusive
Nice.
lawman. A reclusive lawman, Nicolas Cage, travels to a secluded island to search for a girl who's gone missing. Once there, he discovers sinister forces at work among the island's secretive residents. So we've got a reclusive lawman, a secluded island, and secretive residents, including strange sexual rituals, a harvest festival, and human sacrifice. But it's PG-13. It's not rated R. It's PG-13. So it's not.
See, like I said, man, it's like Nic Cage. He's never. It's like, well, that's not never, but like in a lot of these movies, especially the action ones, he's not just like a cop, right? He's like
Yeah.
the cop, and there's like
He's the
nobody. He
recluse.
doesn't work with anyone else. He's like hopping over crazy fences and doing insane shit, and you're like, he's the man.
Right. Yeah, or he can never be the cop. He's the reclusive cop, or he's not just a lawman. He's the reclusive lawman with a shady
He's not just a
past.
veteran. He wasn't just in the military. He was Green Beret.
Yeah, he was Green Beret. Yeah, and his hands are weapons. Right.
Oh man.
I always love the movies where he gets out of jail, like he just gets out of jail and he's trying to reconnect with his kids, and there's a handful of movies like that. But okay, so that was my number 9, The Wicker Man. Number 8 is a movie where he doesn't say anything in the movie. It's a movie by the name of Willy's Wonderland. Nicolas Cage. Have you seen that one?
I have
Willy's
not.
Wonder. He
How does he
basically
pull off not saying anything in a whole movie?
Yeah, he plays the janitor. It's a horror comedy. It's basically a Chuck E. Cheese. It's like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese is Willy's Wonderland. And he plays this badass guy in this, like, he's in a Camaro or a badass Mustang or some type of classic car. And his car gets a flat tire, and they go, "Oh," they're like, "Oh yeah, you can't pay via card. You have to pay via ATM. Oh, the ATM's broken in this tiny town. The only way you can pay back is to be the janitor for one night in this Willy's Wonderland Chuck E. Cheese haunted Chuck E. Cheese thing."
That's like you can't pay for your meal. Time to do some dishes. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
What an
exactly.
insane chain of events that he goes from being a badass dude driving his Camaro to being a janitor in a small town.
And it's so funny. It goes in, it digs into that nostalgia of Chuck E. Cheese, of those animatronic puppets, or like Disneyland, Chuck E. Cheese, those restaurants with the kid's birthday. Hey, it's Willy's Wonderland. It's someone's birthday. It's like, which it always, Chuck E. Cheese always creeped me out. I always got creeped out with Chuck E. Cheese. And yeah, there's the poster, Willy's Wonderland, right there. It is epic, but it's horror comedy. It leans into what it is, and the movie knows what it is, and it excels in so many different ways. And yeah, and then the tagline
2020
is,
isn't over yet,
I was just
kids.
about to say. I was just about to say,
Oh,
2020 isn't over yet, kids. It came out in 2021, and yeah, it's brilliant. You just have to watch it. You guys have to watch it. I mean, that could be a movie night where if when we get together, we could have a Cage night. This Willy's Wonderland and Wicker Man are two epic movies. I mean, Wicker Man has to be a movie that I'd want to experience you watching it for the first time. And it's been a
Okay.
while since I've seen it, so it would be good. But yeah, that is Willy's Wonderland. That is epic. It's epic Cage, but he doesn't say a word in the whole movie. But he just has that presence. He has that aura about
He
him.
has this look that he does, by the way, like it. Can I derail for just 1 second?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, always.
so one of the movies that I had seen that did not make the list was what was it called? Seeking Justice. Have you ever seen Seeking Justice?
I have, but the thing is, that movie and like three other movies kind of blend together because they're the same. They're kind of the same movie.
So there's this scene. So long story short, the Seeking Justice is that he's an
Seeking
English
Justice.
teacher. He's an English teacher, and his wife gets killed, and then this assassin kills his wife, and indebted, becomes indebted to the secret society of assassins that recruits everyday people to do assassinations. So they say you have to become an assassin and assassinate. And so this whole movie is him basically trying to run away from this assassin organization. But there's a scene where he like walks into it's like an office, it's like a hospital or something, and there's like two people sitting in like waiting chairs. There's a camera, like a security camera, and there's like a vending machine. And there's like a straight up 2-minute scene where he walks in this room and he just dramatically looks at everything in this room for like 2 minutes. He doesn't say a word. He's just like it's just the intense dramatic stare where he doesn't say anything, he just stares. It's like that's a Nic Cage, like that's like copyrighted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he has that look, that intense, that look about him and everything. And yeah, it's glorious. So this 22 seconds of film history is the reason why this next movie is my number 7. I believe we're at number 7. Yes. This is the reason why this next movie is number 7. Hopefully I don't get copyright strike, because this is fair use. We're watching this part, and fair use, we'll watch it like this.
This is for critique, not for
we're critiquing
ripoff.
this. We're critiquing this movie. Okay.
I've seen this meme.
Yes. So, and you've seen this movie too. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Let me make sure.
Have I seen this movie?
You definitely have seen this movie. Hold on. I'm going to share it again. I'm going to make sure I'm sharing the tab audio. Okay. Yeah. You've definitely seen this movie because it's on your list.
Oh.
Okay. So we are going to put, hold on. Let me put this over here. Okay. That kind of covers it. Okay. All right. Here we go. That outfit alone is exactly why I love this movie. That that outfit. I want whenever 1 year for Halloween, I will work up the guts to wear this outfit for Halloween. But yeah, it's from Mandy. It's
That's
Mandy.
right.
You know, yeah. When he's going crazy.
He unleashes the tiger.
Yeah, he really does. He unleashes the tiger.
That's
So
right.
yeah, we talked a lot about it, but everything about this movie was very unique. It was so unique. It's out there. It's definitely very weird, very strange. You don't really know what it is about. We talked about, yeah, a dream. Is it really happening or not? The chainsaw scene alone is worth every penny.
I
could
mean,
see this
even
movie-
like even so, like this isn't like a big spoiler in terms of the plot, but even like the bikers from Demons from Hell, it's
Yeah.
like that scene is insane. Like in up to that point, right? I was like, okay, well, like this cult of this dude in his van is just like, I don't know, they get stung by some crazy foreign bee with hallucination properties, or you're like, okay, well, this dude is just basically drugging people to make him then think that he's a god, right? And
Yeah.
then the demon bikers from hell jump into the movie, and I'm like, are these real demons from hell?
Right. Yeah.
And
Totally.
and then he fights them. It's even crazier.
Yes, which is insane. Yeah, he goes full Cage to 11.
You might
I
say it
mean,
was a full-on cage match.
yes, it was a cage match indeed. By the way, just look at this. Look at this maison sand. Look at this set deck right here. Those toilets, the people with the fuzzy toilet cover, that weirds me out so much because
Yes.
how much germs are on the top of that toilet? See, that's just like a festering bacteria that this carpet is absorbing. Anyway,
And
okay.
and why are you sitting for fun on top of the toilet seat?
Yeah, in tidy whities, by the way.
And
But
those aren't even like there's nothing to the imagination in those tidy whities.
no, not a whole lot. And the socks, the dirty tube socks, the tiger shirt. I mean, dude, I need that tiger shirt. No joke. I do need to get. Maybe I will get that. But yeah, it's. I don't know. 1 year for Halloween, I will play this, and then walk
It's
around
like
with the
I
bed.
feel like I feel like I would have trouble with just appearing in public or in a movie without those underwear, right? Like that is a bold look. And but
Yeah,
he rocks it 1000% confidence.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. So, at any rate, so that was my number 7 on my list. It was Mandy. Mandy. All right, coming up to number 6. Number 6 has a really cool intro. I really love this film, and actually, it is a movie we share one of the favorite directors of this film. I believe it is a man by the name of Peter Weir. Andrew Niccol. Sorry, Andrew Niccol, director of Gattaca, right? Gattaca director. It's the movie Lord of War. Lord of War.
I have seen this one, and this one was I was contemplating getting it. It was probably about number 12 or 13.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I like it because, yeah, he's this. Of course, he's an arms dealer.
He's the
Right? He's an
arms dealer.
He's the dealer, right? He is the arms dealer. And yeah, he is the arms dealer. And I like how he plays both sides. And I love his soliloquies when he's talking to camera, like the opening scene. He's like, oh, we spent X amount of things on war or whatever. Who do we sell it to? Like, I sell them to all sides. I don't know, whatever he says in this opening.
And I like how he starts like it started with whatever like innocuous thing that him and his brother was selling, and then he's like, and then it jumped up to machine guns, rocket launchers, even missiles. And you're just like, wow, that was an escalation.
Right. Yeah, and these movies where he gets so far in over his head with the worst types of people, it is, I don't know, it's a really intense scene. It's an intense movie. It kind of reminds me of a more recent movies called War Dogs. Have you seen that with Miles Teller?
I
And
have not. I've
and
heard. I think I've seen an ad for it, but
yeah, it says Miles Teller and what's his name from Superbad, the bigger guy. What do I want to say, Judd Apatow. You know,
oh, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah, Jonah Hill and Miles Teller. They play arms dealers, and it's based on a true story. And it's directed by Todd Phillips, the same director as Old School and Joker and Road Trip. So that's a fun movie, but that's kind of war. It's kind of like Lord of War, but for college age kids. So it's interesting. That was based on a true story. I don't think this is based on a true story, but
Actually, funny
or is
funny
it?
about that. This movie, and I was reading about this recently. So there was, you remember a couple of years ago, or about 2 years, 1 to 2 years ago, there was that woman basketball player that went to Russia to play basketball, and she had marijuana in her bag,
Oh
and
yes,
then she
yes,
got
yes.
thrown
Brittany
into
Griner.
Brittany Griner, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Brittany Griner got we traded, the United States traded a couple of Russian prisoners for Brittany Griner, right? In a
Wow.
classic
Just like a basketball
body swap.
trade.
Yeah, exactly. Draft pick. So one of the guys, if memory serves, one of the guys who was traded to Russia was this dude who's known as the Merchant of Death, and he is a international guns and weapons smuggler. So
Hmm.
he's the one that basically is like the shady connection between the Kremlin and a bunch of dictators and revolutionary groups in Africa, and he sells them guns, missiles, ammunition. And he's famous around the world as basically being this purveyor of weaponry to fuel all these wars in basically the third world, right?
Wow.
This movie, from what I read, was inspired by him.
Oh. Oh wow.
So,
Interesting. Okay. Well then there you go. There is, well, and that's the thing is, especially all these Andrew Niccol movies, it's always based on some type of truth or some type of thing that you could see happening, right? Like
oh yeah.
um but yeah, so Andrew Niccol also of course wrote The Truman Show, directed Simone, uh In Time starring Justin Timberlake, and Gattaca, the movie that you like,
Oh,
right?
love Gattaca.
Yes.
But
So
yes, this one actually I can do a quick fact check. It is about Victor Bout, who was a Russian arms dealer notorious for smuggling weapons into conflict zones in the 90s and 2000s, nicknamed the Merchant of Death, which is what Nick Cage's character is based on.
that's right. Okay. So it was based on. Okay, awesome.
Well,
So it is based off a true story. And that's the thing about how Nick Cage, he could be something so crazy like what we just saw in Mandy,
yes.
and then someone so suave, someone
Smooth
so
and cold, right?
smooth and
He is a
yeah,
businessman and he sells death, and that's what he does. Wear nice suits, has all these connections, a bunch of intrigue, right?
yeah.
Or he's fighting against demon bikers with a chainsaw in his underwear.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, yeah, one day is
Which Nick Cage
one
are you gonna
thing.
get today?
Yeah, which one are you gonna get? Yeah, and that's what I love about him. That's why I love him because he's not like someone that he's just the same thing in everything, right? He's in such a wide variety of movies that you just, I mean, yeah, it's he's entertaining. He's non-pretentious. He likes to have fun. And okay, so that was number 6. Now going to number 5. All right, so we got the bottom half of our list. We have the top half of our list now. Now, number 5, this one could even be number 1. I mean, but these top 5 are some of the toughest decisions of my life I've ever had to make. But
you are not dramatic, not at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's not hyperbole at all. But one of the opening scene of this movie is one of my favorite scenes of his, where he's at a grocery store and he's dancing. He's kind of dancing. He's pushing the shopping cart and he's grabbing all these bottles of liquor. Of course, I'm talking about the movie that he won an Oscar for, Leaving Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Have you seen Leaving Las Vegas?
I have not, but
You have not? Oh my gosh. Now, man. And it's got Elizabeth Shue in it from Back to the Future. It is his Oscar-worthy performance. It is when he said that he had already accepted the fact that he would never win an Oscar, so he might as well go for it with this movie. He was advised against making this movie, and he did it. Yeah, he plays a screenwriter in Hollywood who hasn't really made it, and he ends up being a raging alcoholic. And he basically goes...
I mean, going to Vegas and then becoming a raging alcoholic.
No. He already is a raging alcoholic, and then he goes to Vegas.
Oh, yeah. So he was just going home then.
Yeah, and you see him driving his car, drinking a fifth of vodka. And in the opening scene, he's dancing, he's pushing the cart, and he's just grabbing all these bottles of vodka and bottles off the shelves and throwing them in his cart, and he kind of one of the first scenes is not really a spoiler. I mean, he sees someone he knows from Hollywood, and he kind of at a restaurant, and he's kind of making an ass of himself because he's so drunk, and he's like, oh, "Hey man, can I talk to you?" And he basically asks his friend for money. I think it's played by Al Pacino, and the guy's like, "Hey, never ask me for money ever again. Get the hell out of here," type thing. And so he goes to Vegas and meets a prostitute.
Oh.
And so
it's a love story then.
As one does. Yeah. Played by Elizabeth Shue.
You're too funny, man.
Thanks, dude. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie. It's pretty sad though. I think that's probably why it isn't so high on my list, because it is very dramatic, very sad. But the thing is, he plays that endearing guy where he's drinking himself, he's just drinking himself silly, and I guess there were scenes where he was a method actor, and there's a scene in a casino where he filmed it and he was blacked out drunk when he filmed it.
How do you? Well, I'm guessing you probably didn't have much lines then. I'm like, how do you remember lines when you're blacked out? But...
Yeah, I know. Well, he basically, I won't spoil what happened. Well, he kind of makes a fool of himself at the casino, but he's supposed to, and that's what he does. And I guess he talked about his inspiration for this character, and his inspiration was this poet who also was a raging alcoholic. And he would say all these phrases like, what would he say? He says, he'd have all these phrases that he ended up putting it in. It's in verite. What did he say? Oh man, what did he say? I forget. Leaving Las Vegas. Coach by Nicolas Cage, poet phrases. I don't know if this will come up at all. Oh yeah, okay. So so in preparation for his Oscar-winning role in Leaving Las Vegas, Nicolas Cage hired a family friend and poet, Tony Dingman, to serve as his drinking coach. Cage like only Nicolas Cage would hire a drinking
I need a
coach.
drinking coach.
I need someone to coach me how to drink here. So so that's
man.
what it was. Okay, so Cage famously used this coach not just for physical mannerisms, but to capture the specific rambling, poetic style of a long-term alcoholic. Many of the films, many of the film's most lyrical and tragic lines were either directly stolen from Dingman's real-life ramblings or inspired by his outlook. Some of his lines are, "You do not kick the bar, you lean into the bar," which is, what the hell does that even mean?
That sounds like drunken ramblings.
yeah. He goes, it's the most famous line directly attributed to Dingman. He explained to Cage that a true regular doesn't fight the bar, they merge with it. Okay. So he goes, this is the line that I was thinking of. It's not vino veritas, it's in vino veritas. Another phrase spouted by Dingman that Cage incorporated into the character's dialogue to show how Ben's educated but decaying mind.
It sounds like drunken rambling, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. And then this is another one. You're luminescent, baby, like a cat. The cat in the hat.
All right, never mind. So I won't get into the full story, but the first time that I ever got like drunk, right? I was in college, and it was something wild, man. I drank like, I mean, the stories vary, but it's somewhere around between 15 to 18 shots over like a 12-hour span.
Mhm.
And I kept blacking in and out of consciousness that I can remember. And one of them, I had a pretty good line that maybe Nicolas Cage could have used in this movie. It was, I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about with one of my friends, and they asked me if I was drunk, and I said no. I was probably sounding more something like no. And then,
Right.
and then they're like, I know, I can hear that you're drunk. And I said, no, you can't. I'm the Al Pacino of lying. I don't know what that means. But
Yeah, what is that?
Something.
Yeah,
It made sense.
I'm the-
I don't even know what inspired me.
like
to
you're an
say that.
actor, like you're acting so well that you can act normal when you are drunk, so you're not drunk.
It's like
or you're
I remember saying it. I don't remember the thought process, if there is one, that led
Yeah.
to me saying it. But
oh my gosh,
that's pretty funny. I feel like honestly, anybody who has a basic like history of reading or like a decent college education could become easily a drunk coach. Like
yeah,
it just
dude,
involves getting drunk.
yeah, just go to any bar and like, hey, coach me, or
Hey, coach me. Well, no. Don't coach me now. I'm going to pay for 10 shots and then coach me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So the drinking coach method. Observation. Cage had Dingman stay in his trailer during production. He would watch Dingman's speech patterns and the rhythm of his movements. So
he literally just watches Buddy get drunk.
He kept him in his trailer. So he's like, hey, you stay in my trailer.
Well, listen, you can't have him wandering off. That's important coaching you're missing out on.
Don't go anywhere. You got a job to do. Just stay in my trailer and drink. And then I picked a hell of a Lent to quit drinking. So I don't have any drinks now. But anyway, authenticity, though. To capture the genuine shakes, Cage also did research by binge drinking in Dublin for 2 weeks while being videotaped so he could study his own slurred speech and physical deterioration.
So let me get this straight. His training methodology for this role was to lock his friend in his trailer and get him plastered and then observe him. And then to go to Ireland and get plastered and have people record him. What a Chad. Who else can get paid to just get plastered and record themselves?
This is amazing. That's the beauty of acting and of Cage. And okay, and then atmosphere. Cage reportedly played bongos in his trailer while Dingman watched to get some rhythm for the character.
Is it just his friend at one point when, listen, I've been drunk.
It's a family friend, by the way. It's a family friend. So it's like like the family friends. That's kind of different than a friend. It's not like
That's
a buddy,
true.
like, hey, my buddy Uncanny, come over. But it's like a family
It's like your
friend
dad
where it's
is like longtime friends with my dad, and so we kind of grew up together.
Yeah. We're like your dad's best friend's cousin who's always just around. Is something like
This is
like, it was
literally so my wife is half Mexican, right? And so like they throw big family get-togethers, and there's get-togethers. and so when I started dating her, we went to one, and I was like, so who is this person in relation to you? But I did that like 20 times. And there was points where my wife would go, I don't know. Maybe a cousin or a family friend.
Right? Yeah.
So I'm just picturing my wife getting one of her family friends drunk and then just being like, oh, we're bored. How about we play some bonkos?
You're right. Yeah. You got to get the rhythm of the character. Like, of course, you got to get the...
That's too funny, man.
Bizarre. But hey, you know what? It won him an Oscar. It won him a freaking Oscar. So
And he got to get drunk and party a bit.
Yeah, he got to get drunk, drink, like play this character. I mean, man, no one but Nicolas Cage can do that. So, okay, now speaking of another character, so this is one of his more recent movies, and it's kind of got some cult status now, and it's one of his favorite. I think it is his favorite role that he's played. His favorite movie that he is in, because he says that it's the character that is most like him. Okay, any guesses what this could be? Any guesses?
Is it Renfield?
No, it's not Renfield.
I don't know. He played
That's
a
supposed
movie.
to be his dad. Remember, that's supposed to be his dad. His dad is Renfield.
This
No,
is
it's
not
the
the first movie where he was a vampire. So I don't know. Maybe he's got a thing for it.
So okay, so in this movie, he plays a kind of a washed up chef, and he he has a pig. It's a movie called Pig. He has a pig who is a truffle farmer, like a truffle pig. So these truffle pigs, it's up in Portland, and the pig sniffs for truffles, and so he sells the truffles to local restaurants and stuff like that. Truffles are very expensive, one of the most expensive things you can find in the wilderness. Yeah, and they take a while to grow, I guess, and only these pigs can see them or whatever. But yeah, so this movie Pig, there's a scene in the movie Pig, and this one he barely talks in this one too, except he goes, so okay, they kidnap his pig. All right, that's not really a spoiler because it's in a truffle hunter who lives alone in the Oregonian wilderness must return to his past in Portland in search of his beloved foraging pig after she is kidnapped.
What a weird plot for a movie. Like it's just a weird plot, right? Like even if it's a good plot, it's just weird.
It is so weird and is so out there, but that's what makes it so unique. It makes it so unique, and so he's he was a chef in his past. So in his past, he was this world-class chef, but now he's, of course, a reclusive truffle hunter now.
Was he
in the Oregon-
was he also special forces before he was a
He was like a he wasn't special forces, but he was a Michelin star. He was a Michelin star chef.
So he was
So,
the
like,
special
the-
forces of chefs.
Of chefs, yes. He was the special forces of chefs, who of course becomes a
Oh, man.
recluse. Who of course becomes a recluse in the Oregonian wilderness and has a pet pig. And so so there's several scenes where he'll goes to scene, he's just like, "Where's my pig?" And people are like, "What? Like, what are you talking about? Like, have you seen my pig? Have you seen my pig?" You know, I'm looking for my pig.
And let me guess.
And,
Nic Cage plays it as straight as can be.
as straight as it can be. As straight as it can be. There is a scene. Oh man, there's one scene. I think we could show it, but it's one of my favorite scenes of all time, where he's talking to one of these really pretentious chefs that comes out, and it's too long of a scene. I'll have to send it to you, but
Okay.
no, you just have to watch. You have to watch the movie, but it's a scene where he puts this pretentious chef in his place, and it is such a good scene and is so well acted as well, because he does it so straight laced. And they're just at a restaurant, and he's got all this blood on his face, and the guy's like, "Hey, we got these specials," and he's like, "Wait, are you okay?" He's like, "Are you okay?" Because he's got all this Cage has all this blood on his face. He's like, "Do you need medical attention?" He's like, anyway, it's a fantastic, like, the movie is really good. It's I highly recommend it. In terms of pigs, it's
In terms of movies about pigs, it's right up there with was it Babe the Pig?
no, Babe, screw Babe. Screw
What
Babe.
about Charlotte's Web?
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've seen Charlotte's Web. Okay, you know what? Let's see a clip. From Pig. Here we go.
Nobody wants pubs around here. It's just a terrible investment.
What was going to be your signature dish?
Liver Scotch eggs with a honey curry mustard.
They're not real. You get that, right? None of it is real. The critics aren't real. The customers aren't real. Because this isn't real. You aren't real.
Okay.
Derek, why do you care about these people? They don't care about you. None of them. They don't even know you. Because you haven't shown them. Every day you'll wake up and there'll be less of you.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
You live your life for them. And they don't even see you. You don't even see yourself. We don't get a lot of things to really care about.
Nobody.
So yeah, so he's basically, this chef was telling him about the specials, and he used to be his understudy essentially, and he had these dreams of having a pub or whatever, and but now he's this Michelin kind of snobby chef, right? And he's basically showing him how, being pretentious isn't what it's all about.
How to become a recluse in the Oregonian forest?
Yeah. Yeah. You got to just see the movie. It's just, you have to see it.
Okay. Like I said, I am taking down the notes because I like to keep them in I have a notebook that I work in.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the whole list, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it's part of the experience for me. Is I like to write it down as we go.
Well, yeah, but we lose you. We lose you when you're writing. Okay, so number three, another scene of all time.
Oh, yeah, sorry about before. My cat started trying to knock everything down on my table. So
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, yeah. So this is one of my favorite scenes. We gotta watch this clip just to give some This is one of my favorite scenes of all time. Like not even a joke. Not even a joke. So number 3 on my list. And now this movie could be number 1 as well. It could be number 1. But it also could be number 2. It could be, it could be any one of these 4 could be, or those 5 could be interchangeable. So this movie is a classic film called Vampire's Kiss. Have we seen this yet? We've talked about this. I know
We've talked about it. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but
okay, you haven't seen it yet. Okay, well, this is one scene from the. Yeah, so dang it, that's actually not. It's not the one. There's another scene when she comes back. It's this scene right here. Okay, we just gotta watch. I'll just go to the. We gotta watch this part too. This is too good. All right, yeah, we'll watch this. By the way, this is after he's gotten bit by a vampire. So
yeah, it's because
he goes to a club. He goes to a
not
club.
Really a vampire, right? Like that's.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it. He goes to a club and gets bitten by a vampire, in a bat. A bat is in there, and anyway, so this is a few days after that. Oh my days! Yes, that was that. Yes, yeah. It's the "you don't say" meme. Yeah, it's the very famous "you don't say."
Too funny, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, so for that reason, that movie is so memeable. But you know what? It actually is. It's a pretty good movie too. And the thing is, it is kind of like The Room, where it's so bad it's so good, but it's so good it's kind of good too. It's like, it's like either this is the worst thing I've seen in my life or some of the best things I've ever seen in my life. And
It's
he goes.
So I haven't seen it, but we did put it on our to watch list, and we watched the a couple of trailers for it.
Yeah.
And it looked. Yes, I think you're absolutely correct in the assessment.
Well, the thing is the trailers don't do it justice. It's like if you see the trailer of The Room, it's like, does it do it justice, right? You know what I mean? You experience the room, right? You live in the room. It's like those movies where you watch it, or Troll 2. Troll 2 is another one where you just have to watch it. You can't just, you see trailers of it, okay, this is crazy. But when you watch it, it is. And you see from the filmmaker's eye, because I think it's a foreign filmmaker as well, so there's some type of language barrier there, but where the filmmaker takes himself so seriously, but there's that huge language barrier. So it's like
You mean like how Nic Cage is wearing these glaucoma sunglasses inside
yeah.
while eating
Like eating pistachios.
He's not even just eating pistachios. He's like unshelling them.
Yes. I love it when characters are do stuff like that in movies. I love that when they're, it's something like a pistachio, or they're eating something, or in Ocean's 11. If you ever remember Ocean's 11, you've seen Ocean's 11, right?
Yes.
Have you seen Ocean's? Okay. Brad Pitt's character is always eating. If you notice that in every scene, he's always eating something. He's either eating yogurt, or he's eating, peanuts, or yeah. It's funny, but
it's like a human. Well, and it's even funnier in that scene because like he is being like the worst boss ever. Like most people have got a boss like him where like they ritualistically shame you in like the most demeaning of ways, right? And
right, his back is turned towards. Not only is his back turned towards her, he's got sunglasses on, and he's eating pistachios. Like,
and it's like it's not even like he's just like, it's not like she caught him at lunchtime, and so he's trying to power through some lunch. It's not even like he's eating like peanuts where he can just kind of eat a little bit. He is like literally, you matter so little that I'm actively cracking open pistachios to eat them
Yeah.
at like 4:45 p.m.
Right. I think it was on a Friday, so it's
And
like
he called her in, so he could have
Yeah,
finished the
yeah.
pistachios first.
Yeah. Why do you have your coat on? Why do you have your coat on? Like, oh, I was going to leave, but you haven't found a file yet. He's like, but you haven't found it yet. It's like that
Oh, bro.
mescalade, wild stuff. Like,
Wild stuff. High school's the good old days.
yeah, exactly. I took it to high school. High school. Yeah, those were the days where they have found
Oh, man.
alpha. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Anyway, it is so good. So again, it's a great movie. It's so bad, it's great. It's so great, it's bad. But it's highly entertaining. Right? Now this movie, I think oh no, maybe I think this movie's a bit higher on my list. This movie was on your list too. My number 2 movie, which again, maybe the more I think about it, maybe this number 2 movie is probably number 5. But again, it goes up and it goes down. It is very entertaining, and that is Face Off. So yeah, Face Off it's up there. I forgot I put it up there so high. I think in terms of entertainment wise, I've seen Vampires Kiss more and Pig more and Leaving Las Vegas more. But
It's a classic.
yeah, Face Off is a classic. The doves, when they're coming out of the church, the doves, and they're shooting. You remember with the doves flying?
Yes.
It's over the top action, and yeah, Castor Troy is just a wonderful villain. The gold guns and
The gold guns. And like, even just think about this, right? It's like the name Castor Troy. What kind of name is that? Right? You're like, maybe it's like an Italian guy or like at least a German guy, like 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 Braveheart, right? It's like you expect some European to have some crazy name. It's just Nic Cage. Like his name is Castor Troy, and you're like, what the fuck? Who are your parents?
Right. Yeah. I know. And that's what's so funny is, dude, honestly, 9.9 times out of 10, unless the name is like Luke Skywalker, I'm going to forget a character's name in a movie. I always forget the character. Like, oh, what was it? Brian or Ryan, whoever the character's name. I'm going to forget it. But a name like Castor Troy, like, I remember that name. You know what I mean? I remember Castor Troy. And then I remember Sean was the good guy. But I forget that Sean, what was it? What was the other character's name? Sean Archer. Sean Archer. Yeah,
Even
Sean
even
Archer.
his character is like, but Castor Troy, like you said, like the golden guns, like he's just completely crazy. Like
Like, look at this scene right here.
this is a fight in a room with a giant wind tunnel in it. Like a giant factory with like a wind tunnel. Like it's just
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's a wacky premise, ultimate 90s action. I agree. I mean, it does feel pretty long. Nic Cage recalls feeling like he left his own body in wild face-off scene. Yeah, Cage started a number of dramatic comedic roles up until the mid-90s when he became taking on more action parts, The Rock, Con Air. But before jumping into Face Off, a high concept, Cage brought his dramatic flair. Cage recalls working on Face Off, which he says is an example of independent attitude and big studio filmmaking. Cage said he cherry-picked elements of his performance in 1989's Vampire Kiss to use in the film, which led his actor to getting some phone calls from producers to be more concise with his performance, particularly for the prison fight scene. There was a scene in the jail where, God, it's such a trippy movie, where Sean Archer is pretending he's Castor Troy, and it was so cubist, he said. What does that even mean? And I remember I'm like, I'm Castor Troy, and it went on and on, almost like a riot. Wu encouraged Cage to keep going for it, but the actor admits he may have pushed it too far. I think there was a moment in there where I think I actually left my body. I got scared. Am I acting or is this real? I can see it if I look at the movie at that one moment. It's in my eyes.
Well, and it's like a trick to think about too, right? I mean, that's a good point, right? Because he in that film, he is playing a dude who's wearing his actual
Another-
character, right? I'm playing a dude who's playing another
playing a
dude.
dude who's playing a dude. Yeah.
Right? So like it's just kind of crazy, like the whole process that you have to get. Like, I have to remember I'm actually John Travolta playing me. Like,
Yeah. It's such a bizarre thing, and the suspension of disbelief is real. I mean, as an audience member, you just have to go for it. As soon as you ask any questions, it's like, wait, but does the
When
head,
you get
like
to-
the scalp, the hair their hair is completely different. It's not even close. So think about like
they have
Yeah.
magnet boots in the prison. Don't forget that. They have
I
magnet
forgot about
boots.
that. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the highest level security prison, and he gets out. Yeah, that is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. It's a fun movie. It's rewatchable. It's over the top.
Look at his face in that picture.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then when he's a priest at the beginning, when he's pretending to be a priest, remember that?
At the choir practice.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
it's lunacy, bro. Like, I have to say, the writer and director for this movie, like, they definitely took some chances because there was some insane, like, do you even like little stuff, like there's the scene, right, when Archer or Castor Troy is in Archer's face and in John Travolta's face, and he like starts hitting on his wife, right? And
Right.
then he sees his he sees his daughter and like checks her out, and it's just like this is crazy.
That's right.
But
That's
I
right.
mean, but that's what Castor Troy would do, right? So you're like, this is insane, but it also makes sense. But wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Yeah, he plays the dancing. Oh yeah, I don't know if it works, but yeah. Oh, here it is. It's kind of going. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. I don't know. Yeah, it's just over the top. But yeah, their hair is completely different. Their ears are different. They just took the face. So if you think about that, I mean, there's so many. Their arms would be the same. They'd have the same tattoos, or they'd have different. Sorry, as their old bodies.
Yes.
Their
would
bodies
still
are the
have
same.
The fingerprints would still be the same.
Right, exactly. So if you think of it, like, as soon as you think of it for a split second, it doesn't check out at all, and it would look absolutely ridiculous.
But they go to such lengths to validate that this is a thing that can happen in this world, right? They're like, we're gonna show some sciencey looking shit in a lab, and like give the like an explanation of what's gonna happen, and it was like a major part of that scene.
Yeah.
But then, like, the second that you're like, well, wait a second. Like, are they the exact same height and they don't have any scars that people are going to be like,
right? Yeah,
the
the
fingerprints are gonna
scars.
be-
Their memory is going to be completely different. Like their voice. What did they explain? Did they explain the voice of like why their voices sound?
I
don't
think, you know
sound-
what? I think that actually the fingerprints and the voice, I think they did explain. It was something like they used a machine. Like, this is
I
what
think
I
it was
mean.
it was like some one-off line, right? It was just like, oh yeah, well we
It
fixed
was
their
like they
face
used a
too.
machine on his vocal cords to train him to match the frequency of Castor Troy's vocal cords. Like, I'm not kidding, man. They literally try to be like, well, because somebody must have been like, well, how are they going to sound the same? Like, that's the absolute first thing someone's going to question. Oh, I got it. We'll just say that there's a machine that can change their vocal cords to match each
Yeah.
other. Like,
You gotta love that when a movie just explains a major plot thing just by a one line or a 2-line thing, like, oh yeah, we fixed this problem too by fixing the problem, so now it's fixed. It's like,
yeah, it's funny, man. No, that one's classic. It deserves definitely be on the list.
so okay, now I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it is my number one movie. I've probably seen it. I've seen it so many times. The first 20 minutes of this movie is absolutely spellbinding. It appears to be only in one take, but it wasn't. They used creative liberties that are you okay? You okay over there? Where
Yeah, sorry. I got to move to another room. I was being too loud.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm still listening though. I'm just relocating.
Well, we'll delay the number one build up.
Oh, okay.
No worries. No worries. Guys, by the way, you can get the official Movie Night podcast mug. Official Hayhoe Studios drinkware. The Movie Night mug and the Aloha Bitch mug are available. They're both the same price. And the Aloha Bitch Rideshare stainless steel water bottle, guys. That really helps helps us grow. Every single dollar goes back into creating content. And thank you guys for your support. You can also get a snapback hat. I'm ordering all of these samples, so hopefully I'll be wearing them, so I'm not just hawking this stuff. I'll be wearing it too. But yes. All right, Uncanny. Are you here? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so we're ready for the number one movie from me, Tmain Hayhoe, my favorite Nicolas Cage movie. As of right now.
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. Have you seen this one?
I have not seen this one.
You have not seen it. Okay, so you've got to see this movie. Now, this movie is a Brian De Palma movie, same director as Scarface, and Nic Cage plays a shady cop, a crooked cop.
Is he reclusive as well?
No, he's actually the opposite of reclusive. He's very flamboyant. He's like out there. He's wearing these big purple vest suits. It's like, come on, baby. You know, he's betting on a fight. So he basically bets on a fight, and he's got, he's betting. He's paying his bookies. He's got this, and then he also has a friend who's in the Defense Department. Who's like really high up ranking official in the White House, of course. And it's just it is just such a, I don't know, it's a Hitchcockian mystery. And what happens is stuff goes down in the fight, right? The world champion fighter collapses, and then there's an assassination attempt in the stadium. And there is an assassination in the stadium, actually. So they shut the whole stadium down, and they have to investigate the whole thing. And the whole time, like the first 15, 20 minutes is played back throughout the rest of the movie, where they recount the certain scenes, and they bring back, and then you see it from different other characters' perspectives. So while you see this, you're following this character this whole time. They go back later on the scene. They pan to another character. So this other character is doing things while everything is happening all at once. It's a really cool, really creative. The way they shot the first 15 minutes is it's pretty amazing. It's yeah. So
sounds cool.
Yeah. So yeah. Snake Eyes, 1998 American mystery thriller film directed and produced by Brian De Palma, starring Nicolas Cage as Rick Santoro, a detective investigating a political assassination at a boxing match in Atlantic City, with supporting roles played by Gary Sinise, John Hurd, Joel Fabiani, Louis Guzman. devised a story with David Cope, who also is the writer of Jurassic Park.
Really?
The writer of Jurassic Park. Yeah, so the writer of Jurassic Park, Paramount Pictures, Buena Vista, the director of Scarface. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so during and it's also during a tropical storm. So during a tropical storm, which
Of
it has
course.
to be. So during a tropical storm, corrupt Atlantic City police detective Rick Santora attends a boxing match at the soon-to-close local arena between heavyweight champion. Oh, by the way, it's the last fight at that arena too. By the way, it's just adding more.
No,
to,
it's not. It's not a cop at a fight in Ace. It's the cop
The
at
cop
the fight during
Yeah,
the
yeah.
storm with
During the storm.
assassination.
Yeah, with the heavyweight champion Lincoln Tyler. So during a tropical storm, corrupt Atlantic City police detective Rick Santora attends a boxing match at the soon-to-close local arena between heavyweight champion Lincoln Tyler and challenger Jose Pacifico Ruiz. He meets up with his best friend since childhood, U.S. Navy Commander Kevin Dunn, who's
Not just like, oh yeah, I clean shitters on the boat. He's a U.S. Navy commander.
He's the commander. And that's played by Gary Sinise. You know Gary Sinise from Forrest Gump? You know his face if you saw it.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, you'll know it. Gary Sinise, Sinise.
Is it Solis or Sanis?
Sinise, Sinise. But yeah.
Oh yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Gary
you
Sinise.
see it. Yeah, he's in your favorite movie, Forrest Gump. But anyway, so who's escorting Defense Secretary Charles Kirkland and Arena Director Gilbert Powell at the fight after a trip to Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, so the first round begin. Kevin notices redhead Serena wearing a ruby ring. He leaves his seat, which is taken by Julia Costello, platinum blonde in a white satin suit. When Ruiz unexpectedly knocks out Tyler, gunshots ring out, mortally wounding Kirkland and grazing Julia, who loses her blonde wig, revealing her naturally dark hair. Kevin kills the sniper and orders the arena to be locked down. Anyway, it's just a really well made movie. And of course, it got a 42% Rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes because they don't know anything. They do not know anything, but it's really suspenseful. It's really, it's really, I don't know. It's a really well made movie.
It sounds pretty cool. It's kind of got the noir kind of vibe to it.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, and it's raining, and but it's also funny, and you see like the dynamic, and then of course a corrupt cop, and it's Nicolas Cage. And
does he have a little bit of that Castor Troy over the top?
A little bit, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And like at the beginning, he's like, he sees Tyler, the heavyweight champion. He's like, "Go Tyler, go!" You know? He's like, "Woo!" You know, and then
That was actually pretty good.
And then he chases this guy that owes him money, right? Yeah, you just have to see. I mean, even just the first 20 minutes alone, the opening scene it's one of the best opening scenes of any movie, of any Nic Cage movie. It's just really well. Opening scene. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the opening scene. Okay, so it's 12-minute one shot. It's a 12-minute. So it says opening 12-minute one shot is Brian De Palma at his absolute best. So yeah, so the first 12 minutes it looks like it's all filmed in one shot because you're filming it's behind Nic Cage and he's going through. He's interacting with everyone in the arena, and he's going up and around in the arena.
Oh,
Then
that's
he goes up.
interesting.
Then there's stuff happening in the stadium. And then he goes back down the stairs. He's talking to people, and then he talks to someone else, and he's going this way. It's really cool how they do it, and from a film standpoint, it's really clever. And just entertainment wise, and it's everything that I love in movies. It's got suspense, it's got drama, it's got laughs, it's over the top, it's a mystery, it's a thriller, it's all in one.
And it's got Nic Cage.
And it's got Nic Cage, exactly. So that's why Nic Cage in Snake Eyes is the #1 movie right now for me. Yes, right now, because that could change, because he'll come out with 5 to 10 more movies in the next year or two.
All right, I wanna do something that maybe is a little bit haram, but I have a least favorite Nic Cage movie.
Ooh, okay, I like
that I've
this.
seen. So I'm wondering if you also have one, because I definitely do have one that I didn't even consider to put on the top 10.
Okay.
It is Humanity Bureau. Did you ever see that one?
I did not see that one.
Yeah, Humanity Bureau is, I mean, the idea is kind of interesting. It's like a post-apocalyptic America, and there's like not enough resources and food to go around. And so people will frequently, people kind of live outside of the major cities, right? Trying to escape kind of like terrible conditions. And the Humanity Bureau is basically like a giant government bureaucracy that takes people out of like the wilds and puts them into like new developments. And do you mind, spoiler alert?
No, I probably won't see it.
It's really not really worth watching, in my opinion. So it turns out that the Humanity Bureau is not actually relocating people living in refugee kind of conditions in the wilderness outside the cities. It actually takes them to mass murder camps and just kills them.
Horrible.
So like so many, like all these, so Nic Cage is part of the Humanity Bureau, but he's like, but it's kind of like almost kind of like the, like the German death camps during World War II, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a secret, like the government really did its best to not let the average German know of what was going on, right? Because it was kind of off in Poland and stuff. So like that's basically what it is. So like Nic Cage is part of the Humanity Bureau, and he's supposed to take this mother and her, I think, son to the relocation, because like it's almost like a lottery system. They're like, all right, your names came up. It's time for you to move to the new settlement. And then it's actually the new settlement is your death. And then people are fleeing up to Canada because Canada like is where actual refugees go, and they don't want to be mass murdered. That movie is like, you can tell that like obviously something is wrong, because why are all these people refusing to go to the new settlements? You're like,
Right.
Well, listen, you'd rather live in literally a place with almost no water, almost no food, in like nuclear desert, than go to these settlements. Clearly, and nobody's ever heard of people once they go to these settlements. Like, it's like when your parents go, "Oh, sorry, little Jimmy, we had to take your old goldfish to the farm," right? It's like,
right, yeah, your goldfish went to the river,
swimming in the ocean.
Yeah.
Can we ever go see them in the farm? No, right?
No, no, you can't. You can't.
So
Sorry.
And it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting at first, and then it gets to be really not interesting because and then it's kind of like they're like chasing them through like this nuclear rated place trying to go to Canada, and it's like it didn't really hit me. I was, Nic Cage did fine, but it's just, I think that the story wasn't done in a way that was that interesting. So that's my least favorite Nick Cage movie that I've seen.
Yeah, there's a few of those like that kind of blend together. There's did you say Seeking Justice? Is that what you were talking about, or I'm trying
That
to think of
one
another
is
one.
if it wasn't so kind of funny to laugh at, that would definitely be in the same category as Humanity Bureau, Seeking Justice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of there's. Oh, okay. Real quick. Wait. Okay. There's another movie I have to see now. Okay. Oh, another movie I meant to mention. It's called Dream Scenario. Have you heard of Dream Scenario?
I have not.
Dream Scenario. It's a movie about Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage plays a regular Joe, and he's a bald guy. He's a bald professor. He's a bald college professor, and and everyone ends up having dreams about him. So so every so
The
everyone's
fantasy
like,
of every old bald college professor in the world.
yeah, so now people like stop him in the streets. They're like, wait, I've seen you before. Like, you were in my dream last night. And he's like, whoa, what? And now all of a sudden he's getting popularity, like with actually some attractive females, and this is it's kind of showing part of it. Yeah, so people have these crazy nightmares, right? And then all of a sudden they have these crazy dreams about him, and then they have nightmares about him. And so it's an interesting thing about the public where someone gets famous and everyone loves him. They all love him. And then all of a sudden, one thing that is not true comes out, and now everybody hates him. And it's kind of this regular Joe going through this fame. And anyway, that's not my least favorite. That's one of my favorite. It's up there. It's recommending. It's recommendation worthy. It's not quite top 10 worthy, but it is out there. It's a
Honorable
very
mention.
unique movie. Yeah, it's an honorable mention, and it's got the Cranberry song.
Is it the,
You know that you don't want me to sing it, but oh my love, sing it, do. You're a dream to me, dream to me. You know that song.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's actually a good honorable mention, and that's really worth watching. But another one is he's been in so many. Let me see.
You still owe me a least favorite though.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking for right now, and that's the thing is I guess I just kind of block off the ones because there's a lot of them that I see that I'm like, all right, that was like okay. There isn't a movie that I've seen and I'm like, oh, I hated that movie.
No.
Let me see.
Speaking of movies that I dislike, but not with Nick Cage in it, ever since I watched Sinners, now it appears on my smart TV's menu all the time.
Oh no! Oh gosh!
So,
oh man!
I'm always being reminded of the record-breaking, award-winning feature-length film Sinners.
Dude, you know what? Actually, is good news out of this that I got. This news came out today that Scary Movie 6 with the Wayans brothers are getting it back. They lost the Scary Movie series. Now they got it back, but they're going to heavily be parodying Sinners.
Really?
So that is going to be hilarious. Yeah, that is going to, and it's going to be rated R. They're going to go all out, and Sinners is going to be one of the main movies that they're going to be making fun of. So I'm pumped about that. Like
they have plenty of material, that's for sure.
Well, and dude, I have a feeling like once that movie comes out, people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, wait a second, this movie kind of does suck," because people are just I don't know, people are brainwashed into thinking it's actually good. right?
Yeah, I think it's like I said when we did our review, there's some positive qualities to it, but overall it's just I think that people will visually see things like the quality of it and they'll get enraptured on the
Yeah,
first sighting and then they won't ever touch it again. Right? So
right.
like when you watch Avatar, you know, like the James Cameron movie, right? Like when you first watch it, you're like, oh wow, like that movie was beautiful and like it's got all kinds of cool graphics. But then if you never watch it again, you're like, oh yeah, Avatar is that cool alien, good looking movie. But then if you actually rewatch it, you're like, well, this movie is all right, I guess, but like it's not that good.
No,
The replay value
no,
is not that high.
and
And
especially
then
the sequels too, or it's the same movie over and over again with the same bad guy. They don't even have a new bad guy. It's the same bad guy.
and then you watch it a third time and you go, "Wait a second. That hair tentacle shit is how they have sex and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
also
No, that's
attach it to their
no.
animal."
I thought that the first time. That is really weird. I thought that was the first time that this is very very strange. This is very awkward. Uh,
Some Freudian slips there, James, huh?
yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So I'll give you one. I think one. This one kind of just left a weird taste in my mouth. It was a very in I don't put this on the same level as Next, but it's kind of a similar movie. It's the movie Knowing. Did you
You
ever see
didn't
this
like
one?
knowing.
I did not like Knowing. He plays an MIT professor, and there's a series of numbers. I think because the tone of it was so serious the whole time. You know,
I
like
well,
there
first
was
of all,
there is there is zero humor. There's zero humor in the whole movie, from what I
oh yeah.
remember, and it's just bleak and dismal, and I just didn't enjoy watching it.
It's
Um,
one thing you have right off the bat you're incorrect about. He's not a professor. He's
he's the
the
professor
professor
from MIT,
from
from MIT.
MIT. Yes.
And he links a mysterious list of murders from a time capsule to past and future disasters set out to prevent
So
the ultimate catastrophe.
okay, so I I liked the beginning of this movie.
Yeah.
Um
I was
the,
just about to say, I liked it at the beginning. I liked the start of it, and I liked the premise, right?
the
I mean, this
intro
sounds great.
like when they have the intro scene and it like has like the kid clawing like bloody fingers to write down the numbers, like that was creepy as shit, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, dude, this kid's brain has been basically hijacked by magic or something, like a monster, and it's literally to the point where like his fingertips have been rubbed off. He keeps rubbing it so much. And like you don't know what the numbers are, and you're like, oh, this is pretty crazy, right? And then it kind of keeps it up, and then his son starts doing it, and you're like, oh shit, like his son is hijacked by the demons, right? And then
Right.
like, the
Yeah.
plane
And
crash
then the
scene.
deer then the deer are outside, right? Isn't that the deer or the deer
Yeah.
outside?
And
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
the plane crash scene when he starts to put together that those are related to like coordinates, right? Like okay, like up to that point was pretty cool. And then there is the whole plot about like the lady and like she's got to save his son and and then it's like and then it just gets dragged down, then it's like, "Oh, there's aliens, and they're actually here to save the kids," and, I just the last half it's like the first half built up something cool, and then the last half, it just kinda, imploded in on itself,
Right.
and then it's like,
Look at my
"Actually,
cat, by the
it's a
way.
solar" wasn't it like a solar flare or something was gonna.
Yeah, it was a solar flare, and then it's aliens, and then yeah, and it was like, sorry guys, spoiler alert.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think
sorry.
sorry. I mean, I think because it left. Wasn't it like the kids go off in an alien spaceship
It's
at the end,
the kid
and they leave,
dude, it's fucking crazy, so it's
and
all
then they
coming
leave
back to
him
me
behind.
now.
They leave him behind, right? And he's like,
So what
"They're your
happens
alien
is
parents. They're your alien
the
parents."
aliens take the kids so they can basically
Yeah.
preserve the human race, but they only take the kids because the adults are all sinful, and so they can't bring them along, because then they drop the kids off on like a utopia Garden of Eden planet, because the end is like the boy and the girl that are like, the kids of like
Adam
basically
and Eve
that
or something.
woman, and then they're Adam and Eve, which is also kind of weird. 'Cause it's like, well, how are these kids gonna survive without parents? And also, like, these kids are like 6, so
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that was so weird. That was weird. And and that was it. They go aliens, and then they're trying to be biblical too. So it just
it's
felt
very like
really
Ancient Aliens kind of starseed kind of thing. And the other thing too is like it's like put forward that like the aliens are like benevolent and like super intelligent, and they're like trying to do like, but like these aliens are passing judgment, basically saying that adults are too corrupted to go to the new planet. But the problem is like, if you actually think about it, right? So you're gonna pass a moral judgment as these all wise aliens that literally all of the adults are so corrupted that you can't save any of them.
right. Yeah,
All of
there
them,
isn't
everyone
one.
from Mother Teresa
right.
to like like the worst criminal in prison. They're all the same. It's just
Mhm.
like it's absurd. It's like, and like, because I thought about this before. It's like, well, actually, if the aliens really if the aliens wanted to save good people, they would come up with some way of determining that, right? Like even just something like arrest records might be something, or like convictions, or I don't know, make them do like a test, right? Where it's like, well, if they're selfless, then we'll save them in this test or something. But if I
Yeah.
was an alien species and I wanted to like brainwash and control another species, killing off all of the adults and stealing all of the kids is actually a really smart idea. And I know how I know that, because that's what all the commies did when they tried to take over their country. So, it's like, are they really benevolent aliens? I don't know.
You know what's funny? I came across a list on IMDb of the worst Nick Cage movies.
Oh,
Great. Someone else sorted this though. It's not uh it's not quite a definitive list, but I'll go through a couple. There was one I just saw that that reminded me of. It was, oh, was it Stolen? There's a couple that blend in together.
yeah.
Oh, Stolen. Pay the Ghost. Pay the Ghost is one where it's at least pretty entertaining, but it's really bleak. It's his daughter disappears, but then she ends up going to some ghost world. So he has to go to the ghost world and pay the ghost in order to get her out.
Okay. What do you
Yeah,
what do you pay? What do you pay a ghost? They don't need
what
to
do you
eat.
pay? What do you pay a ghost with? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, does ghosts need money? They need money.
Ghost
They
money.
yeah.
Printed by the Ghost Fed.
The ghost dollars, which by the way, 49 is Willy's Wonderland in this list. And number 5 is your number 1, Honeymoon in Vegas, according to this list.
Really?
According to this list, but it's someone, Beth Laurie on IMDb created that list from 3 years ago. So who does Beth Laurie know?
Yeah.
But some other ones: A Time to Kill, the Italian army in 1936. The Italian army is invading Ethiopia. Lieutenant Silvestri, who suffers from a toothache, decides to go to the nearest field hospital, but the surprises are not over.
What is the plot? Listen, he can't just he can't be a soldier. He needs to be the soldier.
The
with
soldier.
toothache.
No, wait, just yeah, the soldier with a toothache. But the surprises are not over. It's like he also has a backache. Like, no.
It's
Um,
like, well, and it's even funnier because it's like, well, wait a second. Well, the surprises are over because we know what happened in
yeah, we
Ethiopia
know what happens.
because it's already
He's got it.
happened.
He's got a toothache. Okay, another one. It's kind of hard to see this. Okay, another one. Firebirds. Here we go. Elite Apache helicopter pilots are tasked with destroying powerful armed drug cartels operating in South America.
It's not even just helicopter pilot. It's
Yeah,
elite
Apache helicopter pilots. Elite Apache. I almost want to see this one. Firebirds. It seems amazing. This looks amazing. Firebirds. It's oh, ad for Apple TV. We'll let that pass for a bit.
It had
Oh, dude, it's got Nic Cage and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy
You
Lee
kidding me?
Jones. Yep.
Dude, that sounds amazing. And Dale Dye and Marshall Teague and Burt Ryan. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sounds amazing. This looks amazing.
I love the name here.
I love that. I feel like this is right after Top Gun came out, so they're like, let's do Top Gun with helicopters.
Now you have a new objective in your lives, to become masters of air-to-air combat tactics.
Okay, baby, let's do it.
That pilot's good.
You have a problem
This
with
is
women in the
amazing.
Army, Preston? Not with all of them, sir.
Aren't you forgetting something?
You keep it.
Come on, show me what you got.
Oh.
Gee, is this a quiz, sir?
Your whole life's a quiz, young man.
Wash you out if you can't handle it.
This is a quiz.
I got it, I got it!
It's like sex.
I need you to help me out.
Hardly anybody gets it perfect the first time.
We're pushing these guys a little too hard, sir.
He wants me out of here.
I think you could be one of the best.
One
This
of
looks
the best.
amazing.
Just so you
Dude,
know,
that's
I will
incredible.
be kicking your rear today. Good.
People, there's a hostile situation. We are on red alert. This is not a drill.
You think it's fine for me to be a pilot as long as there's nothing at stake?
People are gonna die down there!
We will confront the forces
People
of
are
evil
gonna
and
die down
from their
there.
hell.
Let's get him in the air!
Scott's dead! I'm on my own!
Get the hell out of there, over.
Quickly, do you have contact?
We are going in. Mayday, mayday.
Shoot him! Blast him!
Can you move?
Go pop some
Shoot him.
matches on that
Blast
little
him.
over here.
Shoot him.
Wax him now!
Put it on your shoulder. Quick, 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 quick.
Take him! Cook him! Lead
I
him!
got him in my sight,
He's getting position! He's going down!
and I'm hearing a noise!
Wavy noise or solid noise?
I wonder what happens in the movie. Jeez.
Kill him now!
Shoot him in the air.
Shoot him now. Nicolas Cage, Tommy Lee Jones, Sean Young. Wow. Rock and roll.
There we
Rock and
go.
roll. I actually want to see that movie now. I really do.
Tommy Lee
But-
Jones, I feel like if he in another life he would have been a great drill sergeant.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. He would have
Like,
been
that's just like
the Jill Sargent.
every single movie that I've seen him in, because he was in Men in Black, where he was amazing.
Oh yeah, Men in Black is one of my favorite movies. It's definitely up there.
He was in Lonesome Dove as well, and he does a great job there.
Oh, I've not seen Lonesome Dove.
It's a mini series based on a series of books, and it's about like the Wild West, and Tommy Lee Jones and Who else is in Lonesome Dove? There's a lot of really good actors. Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, so it's like a Western?
Yeah. Danny Glover's in it.
Oh, Danny Glover. I met Danny Glover last year. That was
Oh, you
fun.
did?
Yeah, I had him sign my Lethal Weapon 2 VHS.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
He like damn near sat down. He's like, "What?" He's like,
Steve Buscemi's in it. I forgot about that.
"Oh no way! Wow." For two former Texas Rangers renewed their spirit of adventure as they and several other residents of a small Texas town join a cattle drive to the Montana territory. All right.
It's actually
Does it got
pretty
Robert
cool.
Duvall in there? It looks like Duvall's in there.
I think so. That's what I was gonna say. I think Duvall's in there. I don't see him credited. Like he's
Yeah,
like
no, he's there.
one of the
He's on
main
IMDb. He's the first character. Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, and Danny Glover.
Oh, yep. He's like the main character. It's really cool because Tommy Lee Jones, he basically is like Robert Duvall plays like this kind of like wise, like blue collar kind of wise guy, right? Not like wise cracking guy, but like he has like that blue collar kind of wisdom.
Yeah.
From living a hard life. And Tommy, and he is part of this like basically this outpost of people that do cattle stuff and like defend kind of like the border with Mexico. And so like Tommy Lee Jones plays the captain, and he's like a no nonsense. Like, I mean, he's just like, I don't know what it is, man. Tommy Lee Jones is like born for that kind of life and role.
Oh yeah. I could watch him in anything. He is so good. The Fugitive is incredible in The Fugitive. Have you seen The Fugitive?
I don't think
you would know. You would know if you'd seen it. You would know. Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Jesse. I mean, Uncanny.
Smooth.
Trick. Okay. God damn it. Well, that's okay. Actually, because we're pre-recording, I can easily cut it out now.
Oh.
That's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen The Fugitive.
Oh man, dude, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
Okay. All right.
But yes, I will cut that out. But yeah, so we made it to 3 hours, guys. 3 hours and 7 minutes of talking about Nicolas Cage, which I could talk about him for days. But
I think we did pretty good.
I think we did pretty well. Yeah, we did. And there's a few on your list that I wanted to see, and then there's hopefully a few on my list that you wanted to see. So
I need to watch the Vampire's Kiss one. I've been kind of wanting to watch it actually for a couple of years. I need to.
Yeah, dude, we should watch that one. Well, yeah, you watch it whenever you can watch it, but we should definitely do a Nicolas Cage movie night where maybe you pick a movie that I hadn't seen and I'll pick a movie that you hadn't seen of Cage.
Sure.
It's over the top Cage. Okay.
Can you see 2 minutes in the future as to what movies I'm going to be recommending?
2 minutes. Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
2 minutes into the. Well, you know what? If you think about it, that skill would work out really well in sports betting, right?
Yep.
He could make all the bet. Oh yeah, are they going to get first down? Are they going to get, are they going to complete that pass? He can make those bets.
The only thing is you need to get good at it. I think this might have been part of that movie. I can't remember, but like if you guess correctly too much, then everybody just assumes that you're cheating, which Nic Cage would be cheating if he used his powers, I guess, in that way. So they wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah. Well, it is weird, yeah, because if you win too much, they'll flag it. But
it's almost like a Groundhog Day situation. Like, in Groundhog Day when he keeps trying to like hit on what's her name? The
Lorraine.
Yeah. and then it's just like the montage of him getting slapped at different locations.
Yes, yes, that was funny. Yeah.
That was so funny, man. They did that movie. I still love that movie so much.
Oh man, that's a fantastic movie.
Well,
okay. Well, on that note, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode of Movie Night with Nicolas Cage as our star. Woo! That was. What are your guys' favorite Nicolas Cage movie? Leave that in the comments below. What is a Nicolas Cage movie that you think that neither of us have seen? Ooh, leave that in the comments below.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I shout out real quick?
Yes, do a shout out.
We are on Spotify, Hayhoe Studios, and you can go there and you can vote on your favorite Nic Cage movie, if that's what Tmain ends up putting on there, on this episode. So you can vote and show us how wrong we are. You can even comment on that Spotify how wrong we are while you're watching it. But, give us a thumbs up because we did spend 3 hours doing this, and Nic Cage is awesome.
Yes, he is. Yes, add us to your Spotify. Follow us on Spotify. We have 4 followers, but we have 50 streams, over 50 streams. So I mean, hey, every time we're going better, we're going stronger. People are gonna like us. I mean, I don't know. Got a good feeling about it. So.
This isn't a podcast. This is the
podcast with the elite Nicolas Cage supporters.
Hey, did you like? By the way, did you like my new title? I went from being a schmuck to being amateur movie
expert. I love that. Yes, I was gonna say yes. I like that because you're not a schmuck, but an amateur movie expert is pretty fitting, I think.
Hey, man.
All right, my friends. That was a lot of fun. That was a blast. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe to Movie Night right now. Okay, guys. Tmain and Uncanny signing out.
Peace.
Like and subscribe this Movie Night. Hayhoe Studios feeling like click that button, don't think twice. Like and subscribe to watch more. Like and subscribe to watch more. Movie Night from Hayhoe Studios. Like and subscribe this movie.